Good evening, folks. This is Jonathan Dio alongside Ricardo Martel, your NFHS broadcasters, class of 2001 South City High School, bringing you a huge game here for the Warriors, Ricardo.
And here come South City coming down the sideline, John. Coming to you live from beautiful Clifford Field at Ray DeJong Stadium tonight as the 2-0 South City Warriors take on the visiting 1-1 Serra Padres in a non-conference game for both squads.
Absolutely. You know, as we know, South City is 2-0. Obviously, it's a strength of schedule, big differences there. Looking at max preps, they had Serra coming in to this contest here as the 25th ranked team in this great state of California.
Is that right? That makes sense. They lost a pretty high-profile game against a really angry De La Salle football team.
I haven't heard of them. Are they big in high school football? I may have missed them.
They're a new startup. Never heard of them. Totally new thing.
I think I might have seen a billboard. Does that sound correct?
They went out to Texas and played a team out there and lost. It was like a big national story that De La Salle was going to go and face, the heart of the beast, the heart of high school football, and they lost. And then, as consolation, they had Serra.
And right now we're getting the South City Warriors starting defensive lineup at number 1, Juan Borreo. And at number 3, Tyson Alapati. We got number 5, David Miller.
Linebacker, senior, number 8, Peter Lopez.
And we got number 8, linebacker, Peter Lopez. You could probably hear our stadium announcer in the background, Aaron Boyd. But I'm going to go ahead and repeat myself.
Number 10, Angel Navarez.
And we got number 10, Angel Navarez. Up next is going to be number 11, Paul Matameo.
At linebacker, senior, number 11, Paul Matamea.
And as we stop here for a second, we got Colson Pua coming up here soon. What can you say about Colson Pua?
Oh man, he's coming into his own, especially against Cap last week. He had a phenomenal game, and you'll see this tonight. Hopefully, their offense is getting off to crazy hot starts, and it's what they'll need to do tonight. I know South City remembers.
We got Tavai Tuatazi coming in. Sorry, didn't mean to step on you there, Ricardo.
No, go ahead.
I've been working on that name. It's a great one. So Tuatazi.
Tavai, that's my guy.
We got Javier Toca. Up next is going to be Colson's baby brother, Calvin Pua.
Named after Calvin Sadu, if I'm not mistaken.
He's going to hate baby brother. I mean, younger brother. And then number 75, Alejandro Palomino.
John, to finish my thought there on Pua, this offense is so balanced. They're getting contributions from everybody. And as you remember last year, it was 50-0 at Serra. So South City remembers that. Coach Oka remembers that. So they're going to look to get that 0 off their back and put some points up against Serra tonight.
And I'm not going to be surprised whatsoever if we if we don't see some unconventional things here from these Warriors. I have a feeling that they're going to go for broke.
Man, there's been a lot of creative play calling thus far in this young season. Like you said, there's some strength of schedule at play there. James Lick came down 101 and got hammered. South City went to Cappuccino and put up a bunch of points in the first quarter against Coach White, former South City coach, Coach White. So that was a fun matchup for some of these guys that remember playing under him or with him. So, again, tonight the Padres are a formidable challenge, but Coach Oka says it, and we believe it. If you want to be the best, you got to play the best. And he hasn't shied away from tough competition, and the Warriors are better for it.
And you should always fear someone or some entity or a group of people that really feel like they've got nothing to lose.
That's right.
And they're going to put it all there on the line. I just wanted to piggyback off something you said about last week's great matchup. Great Warriors 35-8 win against Cappuccino. Fantastic article there by veteran veteran Daily Journal writer Terry Bernal. It was a great article, and I think he made a lot of great salient points in that. And we're going to pause here in just a moment for the, of course, the national anthem. But it was a great. It was great. There's a great quote in there from Coach Oka, which they gave up 8 points at the end there to Cappuccino, and he said, "I'm not worried about zeros.
Right.
I want these guys to get their reps, And I thought that was fantastic, and really spoke to how important it is for this team to get their reps in there and to play a balanced game.
That's what they've done so far. We'll see how it holds up against what did you say? The 25th ranked in the state?
For Max Preps, I checked it this morning. It was 25th ranked.
All right, let's
Please
do it.
rise and remove your caps for the playing of the national anthem by the South City Band.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a moment to honor America.
South City Band, everybody.
Another great job by South City's band there, crushing it as usual.
And of course, as with every contest, as we hope with the SSFHS network, we've got a really great show of sportsmanship here as both teams meet close here to the South City sideline to do a little pre-game meet and greet.
That is classy. Always nice to see. Always nice to see.
We're going to drop some nuggets, some tidbits, some pop-up video moments through the course of our broadcast here. And, there's obviously, you play a team like Serra with such tradition, with such background, obviously there's going to be a lot of those pop-up video moments.
There's a lot of interesting stuff about Serra coming in to visit South City, and there are South City connections as well.
Are you putting everything together like True Detective Season 3 here? Is that what's going on?
Oh, is there a Season 3? I only finished Season 1.
They said there's going to be a Season 3. That's an anthology series, which means if you suck, you can move forward and just reinvent yourself.
Just start all over.
Right.
That's pretty sweet. John, here come our captains. And I'll name the referees for you. The back judge tonight is Otis Bird. The line judge is Mike Raw. Head lineman is Paul Schutt. Umpires Craig Gruber, and our referee is Dave Stamer.
And we've got for South City Tuatazi, Miller, Kamalalea as our captains there. And Lopez at the 50-yard line, having a hard time seeing Serra. Unfortunately, they're being blocked, but
that's okay. We'll catch him on the flip side.
Catch him on the flip-flop there. Gosh, we say this every time it's September. Coming to you for our second year, loving it all the way. September really is a beautiful time in South City.
It's perfect. It's perfect. I come from the East Bay, and it's a good 20 degrees warmer and more uncomfortable. I'll take this weather any day of the week.
It must be something that's gotten ingrained in our DNA over time, because so. I now live in the South Bay. I'm a San Josean. Is that what they're called?
Yes.
San Josian. And it was 88 degrees when I left, and I came to South City, and it was a balmy 62.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
62.
That is what I'm talking about.
Nothing like the fog and the smell of the Oro Wheat Bread Factory to remind you that you're home and about to play a game at South City High.
Speaking of which, I think the coin toss is done as the captains congratulate each other.
And we will get this underway. So I was kind of rushing myself there a moment ago, but I'm going to go back to it. If the people listening at home haven't had an opportunity, to our South City listeners out there, even to our Serra listeners, for a nice piece of journalism, take a look at the September 12th Terry Bernal article from the San Mateo Daily Journal. I thought he did a fantastic job. It was just a great article. It's well written, a lot of great quotes, and kind of really encapsulated the way this South City team is going forward and looking at this season. There's
great coverage of the Warriors there. Glenn Reeves of the San Jose Mercury News also talked a bit about this game. So there are some eyes on this game.
All right, South City set to kick off here, Rick.
Here we go.
It's number 10, Angel Navarez with the kick. Here it comes. And we are underway. A low squibbing kick. Picked up on the 16-yard line. He's taking it up to the left side. Brought down, looks like about the 31-yard line.
Ball will be placed at Serra's 32-yard line.
South City comes out on defense tonight, eager to continue their string of just fantastic play all over the field. A returning theme from last year was not a lot of daylight on the inside for opponents running. Even with the loss of Terrell Townsend, who's doing big things up in San Jose State.
Down in my neck of the woods, absolutely.
They're still stout up the middle.
All right, there's a snap to Lakey Nunn, the quarterback. He hands it off on the left side. Looking for running room, breaks it free to, looks like about the 45-yard line of South City.
And that's the deal, right? This is not James Lick, and this is not Cappuccino. So we're going to see how stout this defense really is against a super tough Padres team.
Apologize, the handoff there was from Lakey Nunn, the quarterback there from Serra. All right, ball at the 45. There's the snap. Quick throw, left side. Look at that West Coast offense. Sneaking the ball across. Looks like very close to a first down.
Serra's a balanced offense. They're not unlike South City in that they've started the season putting up huge points early and often.
That was Brandon Monroe on the reception.
47-yard line.
I'm going to apologize in advance to our viewers at home. My first game back a couple weeks ago, I had some very, very small business to take care of, something very minor. I was unfortunately not able to make it here.
Yeah, you need to get used to those gray jerseys, that's for sure.
All right, guys, second down for Serra, threatening in South City's territory right across the 50-yard line. Ball kicks back, and a short return. Looks like it's going to be a first down for Serra. And they keep on clicking down and moving the chains. Looks like they brought the ball to about the 43-yard line.
I like to see Tuatasi going for the strip. He was a little bit behind the play, but he still managed to get a hand on that ball. And if you keep doing that, eventually the ball's going to come loose if you just stay at it.
First and 10, Padres.
First and 10, Padres. They're really spreading this thing out. They got 4 out wide. Leaking to him back. And he's sacked in the backfield, but I think, Rick, we're going to have a face mask on the South City Warriors.
Flag on the play.
That's unfortunate.
It looked rather incidental in the moment.
And that's what I was going to say. I mean, the Warriors got huge pressure, and they got it in there quickly. It looks like the referees are going to bail Serra out a little bit here.
It looks like they really collapsed those corners and found the edge.
Yes, they did.
Face mask called against the Warriors.
You could tell he was looking for, there it is. He was looking for anything. This face mask on the Warriors. And that's going to hurt. That's going to be a big one.
It's kind of incidental, but, it's still a positive sign that the Warriors can get into the backfield, when they need to.
15-yard penalty. Ball will be spotted at the 29-yard line.
And the ball is indeed spotted in the 29-yard line.
Padres.
First and 10 for the Padres. We've got 3 out wide to the right, 1 to the left. Here's the snap, and it's lost. Lakey Nunn loses it. He gets pushed back almost to the 50-yard line. Warriors in pursuit. Trying to get an arm on him. He finds the corner and turns. He throws the ball. He's got somewhere close back past the line of scrimmage. That was ridiculous. That was quite the balancing act there.
Great job by the Serra quarterback to, first of all, pick up the ball and then have the presence of mind to look downfield.
Turned that corner and found Brandon Monroe there.
The Warriors were hot on the pursuit, and I don't know if you saw that, but if he had caught that and had any kind of momentum going forward, he would have been gone. So lucky break for the Warriors.
Okay, Nunn's taking it back to the left side. Looking left. Ball is up and wide open. Touchdown, Serra. That's number 11, Hunter Bishop.
It's like a little bit of a breakdown there for the defense there in the secondary. Quarterback for Serra broke against, threw against his body, so to speak. He rolled out left and threw with his right hand, which you don't see very often. It looks like the Warriors were not prepared.
They weren't indeed. It looks like you got a little bit of separation there, and just like that, with just about a little bit over a minute into this game, the Padres take a 6-0 lead and getting ready to kick it, make it 7.
In their previous game, the Padres put up 35 against Notre Dame of Sherman Oaks in their win.
That's
good.
good.
Point is good.
And
35
in the first half. They didn't add anything on after that. They weathered a comeback from from Notre Dame there, but it was enough for them to win. So their defense is stout, as really all the facets of Serra is going to be good. I mean, it has to be good, right?
I mean, this is going to be probably a recurring theme, but it can't be understated enough. It's definitely a David and Goliath type battle.
Certainly is. It certainly is.
You've got the Serra Padres here, huge organization, huge well-respected school. Pop-up video moment, obviously. Lynn Swann, one of NFL Hall of Famer.
Absolutely.
Serra Padre.
Absolutely.
A San Francisco Giant you may have heard of at some point or another. Ricky, maybe you know who that is. It was played at Serra as well.
The undisputed home run king, Barry Bonds.
Barry Lamar Bonds.
Greatest player in the history of the multiverse.
This is Alex Sloan lining up to
back for the Warriors to receive.
To kick it back and waiting to return is South City's number 1. Looks like Juan Barreo back there. It's having a hard time with these awesome gray jerseys, but
it takes some getting used to.
All right, the kick is up. It is a beauty. It is high and deep, and it's out through the back of the end zone. You don't see that very often in a high school contest. That is great.
No, unless it's the Warriors kicker, because the Warriors usually have a fantastic kicker that's getting touchbacks left and right.
Sometimes they have soccer players of the year. I believe that was that. Oh, goodness.
All right, let's see what the Warriors can do on offense. I'm excited to see what this offense does against Serra. So last year they got kind of their wings clipped when they faced Serra. Camelamella wasn't on the field yet. He hadn't suited up. And this offense so far has been fantastic to watch. So I've been looking forward to this, John.
All right, well, here's the South City Warriors at the 20-yard line. Quarterback sets the receiver in motion. And got a handoff down to the left side, and he is stopped immediately.
A little run to the left there for the Warriors.
Not a lot of room there for number 8, Peter Lopez.
And you'll, John, get to know this offensive roster because you're going to be calling a lot of names all the time.
11.
Well, and Peter he's a senior, he's a returner. I remember him from last year. Had a great season last year in 2014. There's a snap to Pua. Another handoff right side. That's the number 4. Stopped immediately. Looks like after about a 1-yard loss. And that was Jesus Galvan. Not a lot of room there.
Falls forward there to get back to the line, as you said. We'll see if the Warriors elect to go to the air here.
For the Warriors.
Poo's had some success going into the air in this young season, so let's see what they do.
3rd and 11. Some extra clickers there on the Sierra defense. They're flipping around. Roll out to the left. Oh, fumble! He picks it back up, gets across to the... Looks like he picks about a 3-yard gain, and Colson Pua with a fumble that he picks up himself.
Do you think that was a run all the way? I'm not sure. It looks like he wasn't necessarily looking downfield immediately.
Looked like an option. Looked like an option to run. Looked like he had the pass there out in the flat and an option to run. I don't have a boom cam, unfortunately, so I can't get that high angle. Serra, though, does have the boom cam. They've I don't know if we can get a shot of that.
We'll get that at some point, but that camera is impressive to look at.
Okay, and here's as South City goes ahead and punts it away. Short punt down to the 45-yard line. Takes almost a Serra bounce before it's stopped by South City.
Nice job by Tuatasi there to pick it up before it bounced back any further.
Padres will take over 1st and 10.
So Serra does indeed have they've got some pretty fancy equipment here.
Yes, they do.
They've got...
they can afford it.
Yes,
John, I looked up some interesting information here. Guess what tuition is at Serra High School?
Wow. It's going to be more than the tuition at South City High. I'll tell you that. I know that right now off the top of my head.
That's a fact, Jack.
I'm going to go ahead and say it's more than what I paid to go to a year in college. So I'm going to say $15,000 a year.
Hold on a second. Let's watch some football, and I'll give you.
And everybody will be sitting on the edge of their seat. Handoff on the right side to number 5. Looks like there might have been some holding in the backfield. He cuts the corner, finds a little bit of room, and he's tackled out of bounds. After looks like about a 7-yard gain, but there's a flag on the play. And that was Kalepi Latamua.
Pushed out of bounds at
for Serra.
$19,740. $19,740 is tuition. That's Serra.
I wonder if that includes books and clothing. Is that like an all together?
I don't know. I looked up the payment plan. You can pay it yearly on July 16th or by semester.
10-yard penalty.
And as holding in the backfield against Serra,
45-yard line.
as that kicks them back into their own territory, back at the 45-yard line.
Good eye, John.
It's going to be a 1st and 20.
Good eye.
All right, Serra's got 4 deep, one in the backfield. There's the snap. Looking right. He's looking for some action. Down the right side, he's got a receiver there at the South City 30-yard line. Ball brought in by number 6, Brandon Monroe. He loves that Brandon Monroe kid.
He got him right at the sideline there.
Run out of bounds at the 30-yard line. 1st and 10.
Big gain by the Padres there. He effectively erases that holding penalty, and they're back in business.
Did you say $19,500?
$19,740.
So a lightly used Lexus every year. Lightly. All right, Serra back. 3 on the left side, 1 on the right. They're going to hand it off to the middle. Looking for room is their running back number 5. He's brought down hard by South City. Ball comes out, but it's whistled dead. That was Kalepi Lamua with the run.
You know, John, one thing about South City this young season is there have been some penalties. There's been a few kind of extracurricular penalties.
Calvin Poole with the tackle.
So when I see things getting a little chippy, it worries me a little bit. But thus far, they've managed to hold their composure. And like I said, they're going for strips. They're hitting guys. I've seen a lot of great hits already, and we're only a few minutes into the first quarter. So as usual, Coach Oka has them ready to play.
You know, we talk about tuitions as we're waiting on the play here. We talk about tuition, talk about South City. You know, demographically, obviously, different schools. We don't need to get into all the particulars of that. But you know, South City is a predominantly blue collar town. It is a blue collar town with you know, the pretty small population. And Serra actually, you know, they've got the ability to basically pick. You know, their teams. I mean, they can have you know, people from a lot of different places, and I mean, as long as you can, you know, afford the tuition, of course. Or
they certainly can.
And I'm sure they're a great organization. They also offer you know, a sliding scale tuition for some people who want to go there. I'm assuming a lot of great schools do that. So
they certainly do. And you know,
ball's placed on the 26-yard line.
It's not an accident when private schools, what I'm saying, you know, rank in the top 20 or 30. All right, there's the quarterback, Lakey Nunn, back, finding some room on the right side as he's brought down at the South City 20-yard line.
Brought down at the 21-yard line.
Padres having plenty of time there. Quarterback didn't see any.
That'll bring up a 3rd down for the Padres.
And quarterback didn't see any daylight there, so he held it and ran. So that's a testament to the South City secondary for staying strong.
3rd down and 1.
They stayed tight and really closed in on that. It's 3rd and 1, as you can probably hear at home in the background from Aaron Boyd, our fantastic in-stadium announcer.
Man in the booth.
All right, big play here. 3rd and 1 on South City's 21-yard line. There's the run. South City bringing it through. That's going to get the 1st and a little bit more as
Lato Mua with the ball.
Lato Mua again streaks across. That looks like about
that'll be enough for a Padres 1st down.
It's about the 19-yard line. Actually, maybe check that. Maybe about the 16-yard line.
Ball be spotted at the 18-yard line.
I'm glad to have, on a side note, I'm glad to have Mr. Orlich back here working the clock. I tried my hand at it last week, and it did not go well. Got a lot of dirty looks from the referees. They were nice to put up with me.
I might have just been the default look. I'm not really sure. Ball's pitched off to the left side. Faroum pushing through the middle and breaking through the South City defenders is once again number 6, Brandon Monroe, for another Serra Padre touchdown. As with 7:20 left here in the first, the Padres are up 13.
Yard touchdown run.
They opened up a nice hole there for the running back, and he did a great job of avoiding some tackles there and getting through to pay dirt. We're going to see that a lot. The Padres are a fantastic team up and down, and the Warriors are going to do their best to stand up to this challenge as they have so many times in the past. It was a low kick last time. Let's see what
just barely cleared the crossbar. This one's up and much nicer.
Extra point is good.
That would have been good from about the 40.
7 minutes and 20 seconds left in the first quarter. South City 0, Serra Padres 14.
And the Padres push their lead 14-0 here on the SSFHS network.
Beautiful night tonight, John. It's a gorgeous night out in South City. I love the late fall, early fall dusk out in South City. Nothing's better. I'm excited.
Excited as well. It is definitely gorgeous. They gonna crack on these lights here in a second?
I hope so. See those gray jerseys.
The twilight is beautiful. I'm not talking about the book. I'm just talking about right now. Twilight is beautiful, but those gray jerseys in this twilight without the lights on is a little difficult. It's going to be a lot of. It was a great run by the runner. A great kick by the kicker.
Yeah.
All right, speaking of kickers, the number 27 here. Looks like Alex Saloon, who's 2 for 2 on his field goal attempts, and he kicked a really nice kickoff earlier. Went right to the back of the end zone. This one looks like it's going to be no different as that bounces right on through. South City will take the ball at the 20-yard line.
Ball is placed at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10, Warriors.
John, Serra has a history not unlike South City's. Opened up in the mid-40s, 1944, and then experienced some nice growth. Also, just like South City, after World War II.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to pick up your snacks at the Snack Shack.
After the post-World War II economic boom, they did some expansion, as did South City, and they haven't lost any steam, man. They're still going strong. They've got a great program, obviously. Current NFL player, David Bakhtiari, the O-tackle for the Packers. He's class of 09. Gentleman by the name of Tom Brady. Perhaps you've heard of him. Tom Brady Field, of course, Sarah's home field.
I don't know where you're getting these stats from. I've never heard of any of these people.
Yeah, I know. They're pretty obscure guys.
And we got some squawking here by the refs. It might be about these lights here. They might want something turned on. I saw the head referee come over here to the South City sideline, and he's waving his hands pretty frantically. So
maybe they heard you. That would be line judge Otis Bird there, who came up here and said hello before the broadcast.
He likes fishing, and he says his friends call him Birdman. None of that is true. But if my last name was...
It could be true.
So if my last name was Bird, I'd be called Birdman. All right, so we're going to stand by here while they get this all figured out. You know, as I sit here, I think about a delicious snack, and, everybody listening there at home, if you'd like to sponsor South City High School, if you'd like to sponsor some of this great team that works here for the SSFHS network, you should really do so. You should really make yourself a part of the community, and what better way than showing your support by maybe, bringing a delicious footlong sandwich.
There's plenty of hungry teens up here, hungry coaches, hungry play-by-play guys.
Well, as you know, Ricardo, I work with teens. I'm in the educational field of sorts, and they can eat. And I forgot what it was like to be. I forgot what it was like to be svelte and 17, 18 years old, and just hammering down like a 16,
large pizza,
a large pizza, and a 16-pack of tacos, and then going for a nice little wrestling match in the mud or something, floating around and doing belly flops when it rains out, just crazy stuff.
That sounds nice. What's for dinner, by the way? What are our dinner plans?
I think tonight's dinner is going to be brought to you by South City's classic and one of my favorites, Bertolucci's Restaurant.
Yes.
If you're listening, Bertolucci, stay open for us. We might be there a little bit late. I think I will have a delicious pepper steak and maybe a nice glass of Chianti.
I had a eggplant parm there the last time I went, and it was phenomenal.
Have you ever had anything bad there?
Nope.
They're polenta.
Actually, I should take that back.
Uh-oh.
The Golden Boy Pizza, not a fan. Not a fan.
Okay,
of the
now
Golden Boy Pizza.
so for people that don't know, Bertolucci's is owned by the same family that owns, if I'm not mistaken, that owns Golden Boy Pizza. Golden Boy Pizza in North Beach is phenomenal. It's delicious. Have you had it?
No, I haven't.
Okay, so every time I go to Bertolucci's for the fine dining experience. I want a steak.
Sure.
I want my side. They're delicious calamari. I'm salivating.
Yeah,
I apologize.
Nice.
I'm making I'm salivating there.
You're gonna ruin the equipment.
Yes. Let me just pull that mic away for a second. So no, they just have fantastic food there. I love it, and it reminds me of my home. Just like the fog rolling in.
It really does. It really does. And the lights have come on here. They'll take a while to get going. But the lights have been turned on. They heard you, John.
Looks like it was indeed a lighting issue, so these things are kicking on. They take about 10 to 15 minutes for these bulbs to kick in. This is actually a brand new lighting system and a brand new field brought to you by the Measure J Funds. Is that correct?
That's correct. That's exactly what it is. And it's a similar measure that a lot of the Bay Area, not the exact same measure, but it's one a lot of the Bay Area schools benefited from. New fields, new lights. New track, and it's gorgeous, man. It's a sight to behold. I wish we could have played on it when we were here, but I'm glad these kids get to enjoy it.
How would you have played that? Would you have played that from the drama room where you were participating in the spring musical?
Well, hold on a second. Remember the time we snuck onto the field for a turkey bowl and were promptly escorted off?
I do not know what the statute of limitations is on that, so I'm not neither going to confirm nor deny that.
We attempted a turkey bowl and we were promptly escorted off of the premises.
We were always good kids, so we were rule followers. I think the guy in the truck didn't even get out. He just kind of waved his arm, and we went running all over the place.
That sounds about right.
That sounds about. Oh my God! Then we went to Taco Bell and probably ate 36 tacos. All right.
Please put your attention under the Warriors sideline for Nia Pua.
The youngest member of South City's cheer squad, John.
Our youngest Warrior cheerleader.
She's great.
And she's having a great time. Look at that.
She's connected.
I don't know if they're going to wait for these lights to kick all the way on, but the more I sit here, the more I think about that delicious calamari and pepper steak at Bertolucci's. One Bay Area location. Bertolucci's. Come have a bite.
That sounds about right.
Oh, okay. You know, I think I was mistaken. These lights look like they've only taken about 3 or 4 minutes to kick on, so this must be the new stuff. So, 1st and 10 from the Warriors. We're back to play here at Clifford Field.
We had those temporary lights before, but these are definitely good ones.
There's a snap and the handoff. Left side looking for some room. Brought down immediately by the crushing Serra defense.
Warriors trying to get something going to the left.
That was Peter Lopez once again. It looks like 4-yard loss. I'm just going to wait for Aaron Boyd here, because even if I'm right, because he could be wrong.
Oh, I doubt it.
You hear him after me. I doubt it too.
it.
His binoculars are much larger than mine. He gave me the tiny binoculars.
He
All right, there's a snap. Pitch back. Right side, looking for room. Back to the original line of scrimmage and a little bit more.
Camilla Miller gets some daylight off to his right side there, but still manages only to get to back to the original line of scrimmage. So the Warriors are going to have to try and figure out something.
And we can't be understated, man. These Serra Padres, they got some big kids.
Yeah.
Look at number 51, man. It's like the second coming of Warren Sapp. All right. Pooh on the outside, looking for room. He's up. He's throwing the ball. He's got a receiver wide open. Oh, across the 50-yard line. I shouldn't have said wide open. There was definitely some separation there from David Miller. He got some separation out of the DB. It looks like
it was not, John. It was not unlike that earlier Padre touchdown where the quarterback was throwing across his body. Unfortunately, he just let him just a touch too much.
Well, he's rolling left, throwing down the left side. It's definitely that's a high caliber play there. Hey, we got 4th and 7 for South City.
Warriors getting ready to punt here.
All right, there's the punt. It's up. It's a pretty good one. It's going to take it all the way back to the 40. It takes pretty much a sideways, but more like a Serra bounce there, and ends up a little bit past the, I'd say about the 41-yard line actually. So, what was that net? About an 18-yard.
18-yard punt.
net punt.
And you know what? For the home opener, the Warriors chose the side of the field that they wanted to start on, and they were kicking against the wind, which they're doing right now, because they know very well that having that wind at your back as it gets later out here is definitely an advantage.
That is a home field advantage. You don't want to be running against the wind. All right. There's a snap. Oh, a crushing sack in the back of the ball comes loose. Looks like South City's got the football. Oh, and the looks like the ref knocked it loose there. Gosh, did you see who was coming in there, Ricardo?
Oh, man. The referee's calling a pass?
Oh, my goodness.
Do we have booth review here? Has that been implemented yet?
That looked like a pure fumble to me, but I saw it in real time, so.
Oh, man. Yeah, you know, that is the deal.
Crushing hit there from the South City defense. 2nd and 10 for Serra. Here's a snap. Quarterback fakes the handoff, goes up the middle. Looks like he's got about a 5-yard gain.
Quarterback keeper. Flag on the play.
I mean, they don't even get. I was thinking, I mean, at least they have a sack, but they don't even have that.
Looks like it could have been some holding in the backfield there from the Serra Padres as the umps are talking it over. The refs, rather.
Tough call there for the Warriors. I mean, they need everything to go right, you know, in a game like this.
Is that the Birdman there? Birdman's communicating with the sideline.
Yes, he is.
South City.
And it's actually a personal foul against the South City Warriors.
That's a 15-yard penalty.
And like you spoke about earlier, those penalties are really going to cost you.
Yeah, you don't want to see them shoot themselves in the foot. And like I say, every yard, every play counts against a tough team.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Padres, who are threatening again. Quarterback keeps it to the right, throws to the right side, and another touchdown to once again number 6, who's been blowing up the charts, Brandon Monroe. But there is a flag on the play.
I see big 71 there for Serra, looking like he's not happy with whatever the call is. So we'll see what this is.
Well, if it brings it back, I'm sure South City will take it. Padres making a couple things look really easy.
And it is indeed a holding on the Padres here, so that'll definitely pull him back a little bit.
Ball will be spot at the 30-yard line.
All right, the ball's at the 30. It's going to be 1st down and 20 for the Serra Padres.
1st down and 20 for Serra.
And a classic South City flyover. Never late.
All right, there's a snap. Throw to the left side. Oh. Jack DeMeo with a nice toss to the left side to his receiver, Kenneth Meets.
That'll bring up a 2nd down.
Juan Barrero was back there for the Warriors. He didn't quite turn around to see the ball, but he was in position there, so that's a good thing.
It's actually 28, Rory Yunaki. All right, 2nd and 20. Mayo back, screens it over to the right side into the flat. The West Coast offense looking for room. Brought down by 3 South City tacklers after a short gain.
Nice to see the Warriors continuing their gang tackling. I mean, the Padres have been tough to bring down, so everybody's got to be in on it. And so far, I like what I've seen from these Warriors.
Well, it's only fun if you remember your fundamentals.
That's right.
28-yard line.
Or it's just dementals. All right, looks like about 3rd down and about 17, 3rd down and 18. There's a snap to DeMeo. He's looking left side. He's screening that all the way through. Oh, nice catch. That DB just never got his head turned around. That was a nice catch by number 28 there, Roy Yunaki again.
Juan Barrero unfortunately didn't get his hand up there in time. It's like after some deliberation, referees called a touchdown, I think. I thought I saw the hands go up.
I appreciate the Measure J funds. They've done a lot of great things. However, it's a hard play to make when there's a gigantic post in the middle of your way. But that's, it almost looks like they ran the exact same play again. They ran it, almost got a nice gain out of it, went for the run, and then went right back to that on the same play.
That's right, again. And that's what the Padres are going to do. They're going to make big plays. They got playmakers at every position.
All right, and after some deliberation, they did not make it through. Looks like we're going to have a 1st and goal on about the 3-yard line for the Padres.
I think he lost
Ball's
the ball
fumbled there at the snap. Looks like the Padres keep it. We're going to come up with 2nd down and goal here.
4 minutes left in the quarter for the Warriors.
2nd and goal.
How much do you think about the slow start for the South Cities? Maybe just nerves. You got this team, 25th ranked, they're coming out. They've got a winning pedigree. They've got history. They've got $19,000 tuitions. They've got all these things. 60-foot boom cameras.
I don't put too much stock into it. I mean, you maybe at first, and then you get hit in the mouth, and then suddenly it doesn't matter.
All right, 2nd down. And looks like stopped again. The South City defense stiffens up there on the 1-yard line.
South City's tied up the middle. They always have been.
Padres are stopped by big number 51, Tavai Tuatazi.
And that was Tavai Tuatazi.
I'll bring up a 3rd down for the Padres.
Tavai's been in on a lot of plays tonight.
The Jake Plummer type stop there. All right, 3rd and goal, but you got to think the Padres will probably go for it. It's 4-down territory for them, although they do have a pretty decent kicker here. Snap, kicked out of the left side, back to Brandon Monroe again. He finds that corner, and another Padres touchdown.
Warriors got some pressure there in the backfield, but He bounced it to the outside a little bit and was able to get into the end zone.
All right, we got 20. Nothing Serra Padres with 3:24 here in the first.
Long first quarter. What with the light situation?
And the kick is up and good. That's going to push it to 21-0. And the Serra Padres take a 21-0 lead with 3:24 left here in the first. You're absolutely right. It has been a really long first quarter with the lighting sort of lighting. I don't want to call it fiasco as much a fiasco. It's more like just turn the switch on.
Just flip it on. That's
yeah.
All. Clap it on.
So forgive me if I'm wrong.
Okay.
If memory serves you.
All right.
These new lights are a lot whiter, aren't they?
Oh, I think last year they were temporary lights. So you're thinking of the generator.
I remember last year's lights. They were pretty horrible because they weren't high. They weren't high enough. And it's not anybody's fault.
They were temporary.
Just, they were temporary. It's not anybody's fault. They couldn't get them in to complete all the Measure J renovations. But these are they're probably LEED or something, LEED certified, some type of expensive energy saving light bulb. But it's really nice, really bright, very white and bright light out here. Still makes the gray jerseys hard to decipher, but real bright.
The field looks great.
The field looks fantastic.
The field looks great. Despite some early offense by the Padres, Warriors look great too.
All right, here are the Warriors looking to get back on the board. And the kick is up from Serra. Another one driven well into the end zone and another touchback.
John, South City in the news. You are cordially invited to the South City High's Principals Blue and White Ball Friday, November 6th from 6 p.m. to midnight at the South San Francisco Conference Center. There will be a silent auction and raffle prizes throughout the night. You do not need to be present to win the raffle items. All proceeds raised will benefit the students at South City. They ask that you RSVP no later than October 23rd. Calvin and I have a table. John, you're more than welcome to join. We're excited to be there.
Sounds delicious. Here's the snap from South City. Handoff up the middle, looking for some room. Stopped immediately by the Serra defense right at the yard. Looks like the line of scrimmage, or about a 1 yard gain. 2nd and 9 for the South City Warriors. The Principal's Blue and White Ball.
Sounds classy, right?
Can I wear black and orange?
I guess so. I'll have to check. Let me get back to you on that.
All right, blue and white works as well. All right, another handoff, looking for the room on the right side, looking for the corner.
Looks like Camelo Mello.
That was Camelo Mello with the ball.
He's had a little bit of success there on the right side. He's getting a couple of yards here and there.
23-yard line. 3rd down and 7.
It's 3rd and 7 for these Warriors. What do you think, Rick? I think they're going to open it up here.
Well, like you said previously, Coach Oka's not a fan of goose eggs, and he doesn't really care about that. So he's going to go play his game plan. He's not. I don't think he's just going to start going into the air and throwing Hail Marys in the first half. I think he's going to stick to his game plan and try to get some stuff to work here.
As there's a 4th and 6 coming up, as Colson Pua is looking for some room and really didn't find much. Yeah, it's a good point. I mean, you're not going to put your entire game plan away because you're playing a non-conference game against against an opponent that you're not going to see again. You want to get these guys reps. You want to get through the playbook.
That's right. The Warriors have their priorities, as do the Padres. It's part of the reason why they were suspended from playoff competition, because they stuck to their priorities.
And that's a great punt down to the 40-yard line. Oh, it's dropped. Dropped by the receiver.
Oh, South City's got it.
And South City looks like it might have fallen on it. There on the 45-yard line of Serra.
Pardon me.
Oh,
looks like the Padres got it.
Looks like the Padres got it.
Oh, I was sure South City had it. My mistake.
No, it looked like it kicked away, and South City pounced on it. So I think you're alluding to.
Oh, yeah. Well, the Padres are a big program. They're always in the news. Recently, there was I believe it was a 2-season ban of the playoffs, and then just recently it was upheld, but it was struck down to only 1 season of missing the playoffs. So Padres will be back in competition.
Yeah. And it looks like the Padres are spreading this thing out. Oh, fake it, handoff up the middle. Kalipi Latameu again. And he nice little run up the gut there for about an 8-yard gain.
He's quick. He got there in a hurry.
He's fast. Yes. So
second down.
They were sanctioned by the CCS. Sanctions were reduced. I think there was also some fines and penalties there assessed, somewhere in the $6,000 mark. So as a quick West Coast offense type pass over there to the left side, received by number 11 Hunter Bishop.
I mean, I don't blame Serra, to be honest. You know, it was a consolation game against Milpitas. A lot of these kids have scholarships. A lot of these kids are committed to playing, elsewhere, and they wanted a non-contact, more of a scrimmage game, and Milpitas didn't, so Serra pulled out.
As is a quick another West Coast offense type toss over there on the right side, received by number 6 Brandon Monroe. Quick pass there.
Angel Navarro's
Angel
Navarro's there with a quick tackle.
And the Padres are running 2 quarterbacks. I've seen a series with both Lakey Nunn and Jack DeMeo. I'll play devil's advocate here. I can definitely understand that there's the scholarships at play there. Football is inherently, it can be a dangerous game, of course, with the level of contact. As there's a pass right across the middle, finds the seam, touchdown number 28, Rory Uniacke.
There was a quick slant there, and unfortunately there was nobody there in the middle on the Warriors to take him down.
So to play devil's advocate here, we're trying to raise young men here through the sport of football, to play the game right, to play with respect for not only their teammates but also for their opponents, and to give 110% every time they put themselves out there. So I think you have that essence of team, of putting yourself out there on the line, doing what's best, doing what's the right thing to build young people up in a society where we do the right thing in the rule of law. Having said that, what does it say when you have a team like Milpitas? Because Milpitas wanted to play a football game.
Sounds like it. Yeah.
Milpitas wanted to play a football game. They said, let's strap these pads on, let's play football. Are we not here to play football? And Serra said, nah, we're not going to play football.
You know what? I get it. I mean, the other thing, too, is you got to figure they have a deep roster. They could probably afford to run out some guys here. I mean,
Ricardo, there's over 60 people on this roster.
We were handed a roster sheet here, and it was like 10 pages long. So,
right.
I see the decision that was made, and I wonder if Serra had to do it over again, would they elect to forfeit, or would they march out there and play a game of football?
Well, and kids need consistency. They don't do well with mixed messages. Are you who you say you are, or do your actions speak so loudly that I just can't hear you? That's what I wonder.
I don't know.
I think if you don't want to, you've got some scholarship athletes. You got a guy going to Cal, going to Notre Dame, going to UCLA. I understand that. Maybe he's not going to get as many reps. Milpitas wanted to play. To them, it wasn't a consolation game. That was a game that they wanted to play. No one cares about the $6,000. No one cares about the forfeited games. If you're a kid at Milpitas, how bummed are you that you don't get to go out there and play some of the best competition in the state?
That's fair.
Touchback.
That's fair.
Ball spot at the 20-yard line.
And it was a hefty penty, man, because the Padres are going to be in the playoffs. They're going to be in the playoffs at the Western Catholic League, I think it is. I forget what the exact conference name is, but they're going to be in the mix every year. So when you're told you're not going to the playoffs for a couple of years, that stings. So CCS, they were trying to send a message, I think.
All right, and as being one of the best teams in the state, we're 28-0 here. South City's looking for their first score. 1st and 10 on their 20-yard line. Looking to get on the board. 31 seconds left here in the first quarter. Snap. South City keeping it conservative. Looking for some room on the right side. Not finding much. Looks like about a yard gain.
Camelo with the ball.
It's
1 yard gain on the play.
It's pretty crazy to see Camelo getting stuffed.
9.
I'm not used to seeing that, to be honest.
Yeah, we're used to seeing Camelo run ram shot.
Yeah, and there's, Serra.
That is Serra. I mean, like I said, 25th ranked. This is not a small state here in California.
No.
Okay, 2nd down and 9 for the Warriors. And we got a flag on the play. Everything's
first quarter.
Okay, I'm sorry about that. We've actually got the end of the first quarter.
Padres 28. Warriors 0.
So that'll give me more time to get on my soapbox.
Once again, don't forget to
you hear it all the time. You hear it verbatim. You can almost set your watch to it. Any administrator, I guarantee you, any administrator at South City, any administrator at Serra High is going to tell you the same thing. We're not in the business of winning football games. We're in the business of making responsible young men, right? Or South City, responsible young men and women.
That's true.
Right?
Absolutely.
So did they do that or did they not do that? Ultimately, it's not for me to decide. CCS made a decision, and now we're moving forward.
That's right. And, the penalty was reduced, so I guess CCS saw a little bit of where Serra was coming from in their decision to kind of reduce the penalty. So lesson learned by all, I think. I don't think Serra will be forfeiting games anytime soon. I'm sure there are a lot of angry tuition-paying parents that wanted to see some playoff football.
All right, we got another second quarter here, the longest first half of football ever in recent memory. As South City's got the ball 2nd and 9 on their own 21-yard line.
All right, let's see what the Warriors can do on offense here.
Runner in motion. Pull it back. Handoff, and nothing doing there. Hey, trying to break it free. I don't know what's going on. The refs whistled that one.
Well, they had some momentum going back, so they whistled it dead, and he kind of got loose there at the end, but wouldn't have made much of a difference, I think.
Oh, that's going to be 3rd and 10 for the Warriors, trying to find some momentum. Pua back, looking for more room, more on the right side. He's got the ball out. He's cutting back left and right, finding some room up the middle, and he is stopped about a yard short of the first down.
Warriors are looking for their first down, if I'm not mistaken, here on the night. And Pua with some nifty moves there. He's looking so much better this year, so much improved, I should say. It's been fun to watch them play thus far. They're going to try and find their footing against a deep team.
Looks like South City may be talking it over here. It's 4th and short. Oh, they're going for it. South City's going to try to get their first down of the game, I believe. Snap, handoff right side. It's not going to do it. Oh, he breaks it free back to the left. He's got room. He's got room to run. He's across the 45 back to the Kamela finally breaks out, brings the ball up to the South City 48-yard line. I thought he was down.
I did too.
I saw the pile, and then all of a sudden, poof, outside of the bust out the left side.
I'm sure Serra thought he was down too, but Kamela is a special talent, and it's going to take more than some backfield pressure to take him down. As we've seen tonight, he's been bouncing around and not going down easy.
All right, South City with their first down. I think we can call this butter because it's on a roll. Oh.
Quick slant there.
Yeah. Quick slant there. Pass intended for number 1, Juan Barreo. South City trying to echo that phenomenal West Coast-type offense from the Serra Padres.
That's right. As Warriors break the huddle here. They're going to try to get some momentum.
2nd and 10. Warriors with the ball on their own 48-yard line. Looking to make a difference here. Runner in motion. Handoff. Right side. Looking for room. Breaks it across.
Jesus Galvan did a great job there to follow his blocker. It was really a phenomenal play on his part. You thought maybe he was going to run it to the outside toward the sideline, but he wisely followed his blocker, made a cut inside. He got an extra 5 yards.
And that was spotted at the 44-yard line. Nice little run there by Galvan. All right, we got 3rd down. 9:50 left. There's a snap. Pua back. He's looking to pass. Left side, he's rolling out. Not finding anything. Brought down in the backfield pretty hard by number 7.
Serra was tight in the secondary. He had nowhere to go. They got into the backfield quick as well.
Brought down in the backfield.
I got to think the Warriors are going for it here at about midfield.
I would agree with you.
They've had some success here on offense, so I think they're more than happy to line up here and try to get the first down, as they are getting some movement.
All right, ball spotted right at the 50-yard line. 4th down and 8. South City sends 2 out wide, 2 in the backfield. Galvan in motion. Oh, it's flicked back. Pass the right side, flip back. And that's going to be a South City 1st down.
Wow. You can call that play an NFL blitz, man. That was awesome.
Dave Miller kicks it back to Kamela.
You know what's funny is he had the 1st down, I think, if he had turned around and ran with it. But he held it long enough to draw a defender, and they were still able to move the ball. So this is the offense I was talking about. This is the offense we've seen in games 1 and 2. They put up huge points. They're getting it in a multitude of ways from a bunch of different names.
The 1st down looks like Serra's looking to blitz, a crowd in the line. South City with the hand up to the left side. Galvan looking for room, cutting up. He's getting close to a 1st down. He's got about 2 yards to go.
Big chunk of 8 yards there by Jesus Galvan.
Hey, Jesus.
Ay, Jesus.
Ow, my goodness.
Gain of 9 yards on the play.
Nice to see the Warriors getting some movement, man. I'm really excited to see this.
2nd down and 1 for the Warriors.
And it's not unlike last year where the Warriors can build on victories like this.
2nd and 1 on this drive. South City with already 2 1st downs on this drive. Looking for more. Pua back. Right side. Ball is up. Just not enough room.
I saw a lot of contact back there.
Pua's pass was intended for number 1.
I saw a lot of contact, but there was no reaching for the flag there by the referees. They thought otherwise. As Pua not afraid to go deep. It's a nice ball by him. They'll line it up and try it again. It's a short 3rd and 1 now, so that's definitely the thought process there was to go deep and try to make something happen and hope that you can get the 1st down here, a short 1st down. But Serra was ready for it, to their credit.
Yes, they were, as South City lines up on the 3rd down. Got some movement on the South City line there.
The false start there by the Warriors.
False start called against the Warriors.
That's a quick false start motion there by the referee.
Ball spot at the 31-yard line. 3rd down and 6.
3rd and 6 for the Warriors, looking to continue their drive. Ball on the 31-yard line. Pua kicks it back. Kamela with the ball, looking for room. He's not going to find any. Couldn't find the corner.
With the ball.
Brought down immediately by number 20 of the Serra Padres, Ian Schwab.
Serra closed up fast on Kamela there.
Ball spot at the 36.
And once again, I mean, the Warriors are in their territory, so they're going to go in and go for this on 4th down, I would think.
Well, 4th down for South City. Here they are. They're going for it. Ball kicked back on the 36-yard line. And
timeout.
We got a timeout, Warriors.
That's their first called timeout of the half.
John, I'd like to remind everyone that this coming Tuesday, September 22nd, is Senior Parent Night, where students and their parents are encouraged to learn about career planning, education and training options, college information and applying, college cost, financial aid, scholarship, and to meet counselors. It'll be from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. in the auditorium. The auditorium was recently named the Coach Sidhu Auditorium and redone in cast iron to commemorate his unprecedented 4-time Ironman status from 98 to 01. That's not right. That last part's not right. It's just the auditorium.
Everything else is true. He's an Iron Man, but it's not an Iron Auditorium.
Senior Parent Night is still happening. I encourage people to go.
Please still come to Senior Parent Night.
Please still come to the auditorium. 6:30.
All right, South City chats it over. 7:25 left. Looking to get that goose egg off the board.
4th down and 11.
Long 4th and 11. Galvan in motion. Pua back. Kicks it back. Looking like they're going to do a flea flicker, but he dropped it. It's going to be recovered by the Serra Padres.
No ball on the play, recovered by Serra.
Looks like they had a little bit of trickery going on there.
They're breaking out the playbook here. You know, that's.
1st and 10 Padres.
I think if he had held on to it, I'm not sure what he had downfield. Warriors are going to take the opportunity to try some things here tonight. as the Padres are going to take over on offense here. And the defense should be nice and rested. A nice little drive there by the offense gave this tired South City defense a chance to catch their breath.
Which would be true if so many of the guys weren't playing Iron Man football.
We'd have two-way players left and right.
All right, DeMeo back, looking for a pass right side. He's got a receiver wide open. Reception there on the South City 30-yard line by number 11, Hunter Bishop.
A lot of low snaps tonight from the Padres center. Their quarterback did well to hold on to it and find a wide-open receiver there down the right side.
So that strike good for about 25 yards. All right, snap by Serra, handoff, and he is stopped immediately in the backfield. That's number 5 being stopped, Kalami Lapua. I'm sorry, Latamua. And that was number 32, Jeremiah Lume.
He got there in a hurry. That was nice to see. And the Warriors defense is getting through, save for the big plays. I mean, the Warriors can get pressure. They haven't had a problem getting pressure.
2nd down and 14.
Snap, DeMeo with another handoff. Side, looking for room.
Nice run there.
Great little
by
cutback.
Serra's running back. That was fantastic. Downhill run.
Latamua with the ball.
That's Latamua again. He's getting a lot of reps in, that's for sure.
He's the guy, and he's one of Serra's big guys, big playmakers.
Serra's on a roll.
Speaking
of rolls, the shutout goes to Rolling Pin Donuts.
I didn't have a chance to stop by on the way. Sorry.
Delicious, sweet treats, and 100% Colombian coffee.
Offsides, Warriors.
One of South City's guys jumped there. So this will be 5 yards assist.
5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
And it's another first down for Serra.
1st and 10, Padres.
1st and 10 for the Padres as they're threatening another score.
Serra's not wasting any time either. There's no huddle. They're just going out there and running their plays.
Not a lot of room in that in the middle of the South City defense, though.
Nice gang tackle there by the Warriors. It's always good to see them converging on tackles there.
All right, 2nd down. Snap, pass on the left side from DeMeo. Looking for room, and another touchdown received by number 11, Hunter Bishop.
Number 11, Hunter Bishop,
and
with the touchdown.
And we got a flag on the play here.
I think it would have been pass interference. They'll probably decline it. And that is
passing interference against the Warriors.
That
penalty is declined. Result of the play is a touchdown.
And it's indeed declined, just as you anticipated.
Well, 35 is what Serra put on Sherman Oaks last week in their win. Notre Dame of Sherman Oaks.
All right, here's the snap to make it 35-0. Oh, and the snap goes free.
Extra point attempt is no good.
An extra point was no good as the snap was just a little bit haywire there. Tried to be wrangled in
Serra 34, Warriors
by
0.
Lakey Nunn, the quarterback, and he just couldn't do it.
Some weird snaps tonight. Weird snapping going on. John, if your son or daughter is learning English and you're interested in supporting your child in their education, come on down to the parents' meeting being held this coming Tuesday, September 22nd at Spruce Elementary School from 6:30 to 8 in the multipurpose room. Food, drinks, raffle. They're even going to provide babysitting service. There's no excuse not to go.
I certainly can't think of any.
John, you took Spanish in high school. I'd like you to read the exact same promo in Spanish. I have it here queued up for you. If you want to give it a whirl, by all means.
That's just mean, man.
I'm
gonna butcher it.
Who taught Spanish? Who taught Spanish when you took it?
What's that?
It wasn't Mrs. Folco, right?
I had Mrs. Folco, who's no longer with us. She's not dead. She's just not here at South City anymore. She's just not here anymore at South City. What? I corrected that. I didn't lead anybody in the wrong direction.
Senora de Folco, one of the best.
She was fantastic. I had
One
her
of the
for a
best.
year. Then I had to do with the soul patch. What was his name?
Hershey? No.
Did Hershey
He was
didn't
an English
speak.
teacher.
Yeah,
He was an English teacher.
he taught English. Okay, there's the kick from Serra. Received from South City. It's the first one they could actually run back. Taking it back to almost the 30-yard line. Looks like he's brought down at right about the 30-yard line, actually.
Massive hit there.
Big one.
By the special teams. Two-way part. I guess it would be a three-way player at this point. Camelo Mello with a huge hit, huge block. Allowed the Warrior to get a few more yards there.
Warriors will take over, 1st and 10.
The Warriors are hungry, and they're not backing down. They're still playing chippy. They're still playing with an edge, and that's what you want to see. You don't want to see give up. You don't want to see them throwing in the towel.
Absolutely not. These guys have been these kids. I call them kids, but I mean these young men, young adults. They've been looking forward to this game all week.
Me too.
They've been training hard. They've been practicing, and they want to see how they stack up against the best. As there's a handoff there on the left side. Oh, he's broken it free for some room. Galvan's got some room across the 50. He's going to the 40. He gets brought down to the 30-yard line, and the ball comes loose.
Oh, no.
Ball is loose and picked up by the Serra Padres.
Wow, that's too bad. It erases a great run there by Jesus Galvan.
And we've got an injured player down.
Padres will recover the fumble.
He against most teams, he's probably at the end zone at that point. I don't know if he felt the pressure coming from behind him. And he's down.
And Galvan is hurt. He is really hurt. He's writhing on the ground there. He's of course we hope the best. We hope he's doing all right.
He got caught from behind there a little bit on the strip, and I hope he's okay. I hope he didn't plant his foot or anything like that.
Yeah, Galvan is down on the 25-yard line. We're going to take a moment.
Hopefully it was just a hard spill as the trainers continue to tend to the man down there.
Well, as we're gonna wait here for Jesus Galvan to get taken off the field here, and again, we hope that he's doing all right. But
South City players are doing well to bring him up to our sideline so they can work on it.
And I think we've got a good shot of some of this fancy equipment that the Serra Padres have brought in. I think it's the same rig they used on the Matrix. One of the 74 cameras they've used in the Matrix.
Do we have access to this camera? Can we cut to the feed?
I think what they're doing is...
We cannot? Okay.
I think what they're going to do is they're going to take this camera, link it with the drone and the three others they have, and they can actually do like a 360-degree view, and then the other guys can wear like those Oculus headsets and go through their plays.
John, that applause you heard
oh, man, that's
was Jesus coming off the field, and he looks to be in quite a bit of pain, unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately, they're bringing him off on a rolling stretcher. So we, of course, we hope the best for him. We hope this isn't anything major, but definitely not a good sign.
No, it's not, and they're going to line up and continue play here.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Serra Padres. DeMaio rolling out to his left, brought down hard. Passes received at the 39-yard line. Number 11, Hunter Bishop. It's brought down hard in the backfield as the South City defense is pursuing. That's for sure.
They're in on tackles, you know. That's what I'm saying. That they're in on tackles and they're making the plays where they need to be made. Pardon. It's just some of these big plays over the top that have hurt the Warriors a little bit tonight.
All right, 1st and 10. DeMeo again. Now he's going to his right, looking for a receiver. Looks like he's got a reception there, almost to a first down.
Run out of bounds.
He had a lot of time there to find his receiver as he rolled out to his right.
I feel like I'm repeating myself, but it does seem to be kind of a little bit of Groundhog Day. They're rolling left, rolling right, and making perfect strikes all over the place.
They're definitely taking advantage of a tired bunch of kids out there doing their best. Let's see what this is about. I see a referee coming in here.
Official timeout.
Maybe the officials are trying to give South City a little bit of room to take a breath here.
Take a little breath. Never hurt anybody. Peter Lopez coming off the field here, being marched off by a referee. So we'll find out what happened there in a second.
It doesn't look to be good. Looks like the coaching staff is having quite a conversation with him. So we'll get to the bottom of that. We'll send our investigative reporter down there and see what we can do.
Get some facts.
All right, 2nd and just a little bit. There's about a yard to go for the Serra Padres. Ball snapped. DeMeo back. Kicks it over to the right side into the flat, looking for some room. Cutting back, not going to get it as he's gang tackled, number 5.
So the referees blow it dead there after what they looked to be down, but I guess they didn't think so.
Now it's Kalepi Latamua again.
He did well to get back to the line of scrimmage there.
Screen pass. 1 for the Padres.
All right, big 3rd down. South City can try their 3rd down stops.
Well, Serra's had a lot of success in the air. I wouldn't be surprised to see them heave it.
And that's going to be an incomplete pass on the right side.
Warriors got pressure to the quarterback there. I'm not sure if they got a piece of the ball there, but I'm sure the quarterback heard footsteps.
All right, we got 4th down. I think we're pretty sure here that Serra's going to punt. Is there like a rule like that in football? Like in baseball, you don't steal with like a 7-run lead? You don't steal second with a 7-run lead. I think you punt.
They're in the huddle, so I think they're going to go out there and take their shot.
All right, we'll take that as you will. They've lined up in a power set, and they're going to now take a timeout and talk it over.
Timeout, Serra. That's their first called timeout of the half.
John, the DLAC, District English Learner Advisory Committee. All right, I'm going to try this. Si su hijo o hija es un estudiante aprendiendo inglés, si usted está interesado en apoyar a su hijo en su educación, por favor únese a nuestra reunión de padres este martes desde las 6:30 hasta las 8. Cuidado de niños será proporcionado. Parece que van a tener comida, refrescos y rifas. Por lo menos pasen a comer.
Sí se puede.
Sí se puede.
Yes, we can.
Apologies to all of my ancestors.
Hey, you sounded fantastic, man. You did a phenomenal job.
And on a somewhat related note, congrats to South City's Ballet Folclórico Alma de México students who performed in Las Fiestas Patrias celebration on Sunday in front of City Hall. Great pictures are available on South City's website, which is SSFHSSchoolloop.com.
All right, and here we go. It's a 4th down. Ball about 3 yards shy of the 50. Serra is going to go for it. We got about a 4th and 2. Power set. South City crowd on the line. Snap, kick back, and they're going to get the 1st and more. Broken free across the 40, looks like about the 36-yard line, actually.
Big number 6, hard to take down. He's tall, but he's wiry. It's a great play by the Padres there to get a bunch of yardage on the short fourth scenario.
And that's Brandon Monroe. He's been all over the place. All right, they got 4 out wide for Serra. There's the pass, right side. Intercepted by South City. Intercepted at the 20, looking for room to cut back at the 30-yard line. Stopped hard at the 35. South City with the turnover. And that's Colson. Pua.
Don't go anywhere, Colson.
Yeah, exactly. Doing it both ways.
Just hold on to it.
Just hold on to it and give it to your center because you're about to be quarterback here in about 10 seconds.
You know, a rare overthrow there by Serra's quarterback. First time they've made a mistake in the air today. They've been great on that side of the ball, but he threw it right in his breadbasket. Must have overthrown his receiver by a few feet.
All right, so Colson doesn't get a lot of time to get his breath. Here's South City with 4 back.
No.
And it's a terrible snap.
Fumble on the play.
Smart play there by the young quarterback to just fall on it, try not to make anything.
Colson falls on it, but not before losing about 12 yards.
Still, though, a smart play to fall on it, not try to
on it on the 19-yard line.
Not try to make something out of nothing there.
Absolutely,
it's a smart play.
Definitely high IQ football play there. Fall on the ball, don't risk it.
2nd and long for the Warriors.
And we got about 2nd and 40, almost, maybe 30, 35.
That's all right. Let's see if the Warriors can do some more offensive stuff.
Pass in the flat. Thrown out there to David Miller. Brings it down, and there's a flag on the play.
David Miller.
Nice play by David Miller there to keep fighting for yards. And this is a hallmark of an Oka team, is that they're going to be ready to play, and they're going to continue to play hard as the referees huddle up and discuss that flag here. We'll see what they come up with.
We got a face mask on the Serra Padres. So that's going to take a chunk out of this guy.
South City's not going down easy, so the Warriors are going to keep marching. That'll help them. That'll help them with some yards.
You know, you definitely love to see this fight in them. I mean, they came here. They came here to play. You know, it's got to be hard. You're playing a huge opponent with unlimited resources, unlimited players on their roster, 60-some players on their roster.
That's
special
crazy.
teams, 2 quarterbacks who are tearing you up, and these kids are got a heart, and they're putting their heart out there. And I love seeing it with Colson Pua with the ball back here, looking for room, looking for somebody, anybody. He's cutting back, got the ball across the 35. He was looking for more room, and he was brought down by Serra's number 7, Anthony. Oh, I'm sorry, number. You know what? That is number 7 for Serra, but don't have him on our updated sheet here.
Really? We have every number from 1 to 99 on that roster.
It's a huge team, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's a huge team.
Colson Pua there made the decision to run hard, and he got us back to the line of scrimmage.
All right, South City, 3rd and 10. Pua back. Nice pass on the left side, but it's way overthrown and almost picked off by number 24, Serra's Ladisalalo Rodriguez.
Went right through his hands. I'm sure he wants to have that one back. Colson overthrew his guy a little bit there. It looks to me like the Warriors are going to go for it here on a 4th and 10.
Well, I think it's a good call.
I do too, as Kamela Mela joins Colson there in the backfield.
South City 3 to the left side. And they're going to hand it off up the middle, looking for room, not going to find much. They're going to be well short of the first down and turn it over to the Padres.
Padres will take over on
with
downs.
1:38 left here as the clock continues to wind down in the first half as the Padres lead 34-0.
John, I want to finish my thought there on the Folklorico group. They're a definite crown jewel of South City, man. That program is second to none, really, in the Bay Area. They're fantastic. They put on a great show every year, and I'm glad to see them going strong because they were going strong when we were there. I always enjoyed seeing them in the quad at lunch.
Absolutely, and that's not an accident.
No.
Ballet folklore has been something that's been in South City for quite some time. As DeMeo with the ball cuts to the right side, looking to pass it, and looks like it might have been hauled in. That's incomplete, and the pass intended for.
Pass is complete.
It was actually completed. Number 6, Brandon Monroe. Actually, I was correct.
Check that, incomplete.
That's
I'm listening
Mr.
to
Boyd's first mistake on the day. First mistake. It's about
2nd and 10.
8 o'clock at night. He made his first mistake.
I've ran out of pieces of paper to check all the mistakes that I've made. And as the pass to the left side to number 11, just a beautiful arcing pass and another touchdown from the Serra Padres. That's number 11, Hunter Bishop. And Serra's not taking their foot off the gas, that's for sure.
They're racking up points in the points in the air, man. I mean, that's what they do. They're so strong everywhere.
What's up with your phone, man? What's going on here, Ricardo?
Toddlers, man. I have toddlers.
No one can see this at home. Yes, I'm going to take a minute to break away from the game. It's 40-0 for all you paying attention at home. Ricardo is a great family man. He's got 2 lovely daughters.
Oh, I thank you.
They are beautiful,
yes,
as they are precocious. His phone is destroyed. I don't know how you don't cut your face off with this thing. This is terrible. Looks like it's going to be no good. Kick to the right there. No extra point's no good, and it makes it an even round. 40-0, 122 left here. Your phone is shattered, dude. How do you use this thing?
Well, the problem was that I had recently replaced the screen on it. I paid $60, and then my case fell off of it, and I dropped it again. So now I'm just being stubborn, and I don't want to spend $60.
There's no excuse for this. So you do have toddlers. You need to put like one of those crazy, like OtterBox, life-proof.
That's over.
If your life is crazy, water, wind, dust, life-proof.
Put an OtterBox on it.
Live on the NFHS network.
Put a water box on it.
You can also watch this game on demand afterwards.
Anyway,
John,
be careful with that thing. Hope you use it on speaker.
I hope you can hear Mr. Boyd. He's playing up the NFHS broadcast. And you missed this last week. I read it on the air. But the NFHS network honored South City's broadcast program. It was recently recognized as one of the select programs in the nation, joining 2 CCS members, St. Francis and Half Moon Bay.
We have some fantastic young men and women that come out here, take Mr. Boyd's class, and do a fantastic job. And not only the football games, the volleyball games, basketball games, you name it, they got it. They do a phenomenal job, and they really put forth their best effort.
Yeah, these kids are awesome. I would have loved to have done something like this back in the day.
And here's the kick from Serra. Hauled in by South City around the 10-yard line. For room around the right side. Brought down immediately. That was number 1, Juan Barreo.
Nice gang tackle there by the Padres. Only a couple times have the Warriors had an opportunity to take it up.
I
see Jesus Galvan right there running around. I don't know if I just saw that, but...
Well, the cart just drove away, so that'll be a shot in the arm for the Warriors to see Jesus back on the sideline. .116 left remaining here in the half. It'd be nice to see the Warriors once again on the offensive side, see if they can get some points here on the board. Because you know they're thinking about that 50-0 game from last year.
Absolutely. That hasn't been lost on anybody. Pua at the handoff, left side.
Nothing going there for the Warriors. Padres got some pressure there in the backfield.
Matameo with the ball.
That's Paul Matameo. Not a lot of room. Loss of about 6.
Ball spot at the 21-yard line.
All right, we got second and long here for the Warriors. Snap to Pua. Pua looking deep, not finding anything, tucking it and running. Brought down about the original line of scrimmage there.
Warrior player picked up a blitz. He did well to pick that up, but unfortunately they kept coming.
No gain on the play.
Clock continues to run. We've got 30 seconds left here. 3rd down for the Warriors. Looking to make something happen. There's the snap. Pua looking to pass. Pocket collapses around him, and he's brought down.
Once again, like you said, broken record. They're getting pressure and they're getting it fast. Clock continues to run here, John. They're probably going to let it go into the half here.
Yes, they are, and that's the end of the first half. As the clock expires before South City can get off another play, as the Serra Padres lead 40-0 here on the NFHS network. And before we leave you, we wanted to thank you all for tuning into the NFHS network. It's always a pleasure for us to be here. And And I believe we might have a little bit more.
That sounds good to me. I think we're going down to our sideline.
We're coming down
to our first half. But what do you guys have planned for second half?
Our sideline report.
We're going to do a lot better in defense and shut down the pass.
All right, thank you. Back to you guys in the booth.
All right, thank you. That was Kimberly Preciado with the sideline report there.
Welcome to the South San Francisco Farmers Market. We're here every Saturday at Orange Memorial Park from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. to bring you the freshest fruits and vegetables directly from the farm straight to you. We have a wide variety of fruits and vegetables to choose from. Everything from peaches, nectarines, strawberries, blackberries, and raspberries, and fresh vegetables like corn, okra, as well as leafy greens. We also have specialty items like celtis, also known as Chinese lettuce, vegan granola, and many flavors of hummus. While you're here, be sure to take advantage of our Market Match program. Use your EBT card to buy $10 worth of tokens and get 10 extra for free to use on fruits and vegetables. So remember, we're here every Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Orange Memorial Park. So don't be shy, stop by and say hi.
Nachos, hot dogs, pullers, sausages, hamburgers, cheeseburgers, chicken sandwiches, and the world-famous chicken rice teriyaki bowls. So support your athletic department and pick up a snack at the same time.
They lying about their sodas, though. They go like they get a Diet Coke, and what is that? That is not Diet Coke.
You don't need a Diet Coke. You need power.
No,
Ball power.
I got a franchise. So you're the one that has top, like...
Yes, I am the stadium announcer. Yeah, public address announcer is my formal title. And then we got the guys broadcasting right now.
Which guys?
Everyone's taking a break at halftime, so we'll all be back. This is live, streaming from here.
El Mezcal Mexican Bistro in South San Francisco offers Mexican specialties for the whole family to enjoy. Try one of our mouth-watering Baja-styled fish tacos, seasonal salads, seafood soups, tortas, burritos, and more. El Mezcal has tasty crepes and Mexican and American breakfast. We're open every day from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. Come experience El Mezcal Mexican Bistro on 319 Baden Avenue in downtown South San Francisco.
Welcome to the South San Francisco Farmers Market. We're here every Saturday at Orange Memorial Park from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. to bring you the freshest fruits and vegetables directly from the farm straight to you. We have a wide variety of fruits and vegetables to choose from. Everything from peaches, nectarines, strawberries, blackberries, and raspberries, and fresh vegetables like corn, okra, as well as leafy greens. We also have specialty items like celtis, also known as Chinese lettuce, vegan granola, and many flavors of hummus. While you're here, be sure to take advantage of our Market Match program. Use your EBT card to buy $10 worth of tokens and get 10 extra for free to use on fruits and vegetables. So remember, we're here every Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Orange Memorial Park. So don't be shy, stop by and say hi.
Game is broadcast live on the SSFHS network. You can also watch it on demand anytime afterwards. And South San Francisco's broadcast program was recently recognized as one of NFHS's select programs in the nation, joining two other CCS schools, St. Francis and Half Moon Bay. We'd like to congratulate the broadcasting students from the video art class for their great job. Keep it up. Everybody, you are cordially invited to the South San Francisco High School Principal's Blue and White Ball. The Blue and White Ball is on November 6th from 6 to midnight at the South San Francisco Conference Center. There will be a silent auction and raffle prizes throughout the night. All proceeds raised will benefit the students here at South San Francisco High School. So please sign up and join us for the Blue and White Ball on Friday, November 6th from 6 to midnight. San Francisco High School and Peninsula Athletic League promote good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and most importantly, spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the athletes and officials in a positive manner. Inappropriate comments or other intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or other spectators will not be tolerated in our grounds for removal. If you experience a problem caused by the actions or words of another spectator, please report it to a supervising administrator or a teacher. Spectators are strictly prohibited from entering the field at all times. We here at South San Francisco High School thank you for your support.
All right, ladies, you guys got to make room for our crew. We're going to get back going. Watch out. Are you talking about you? Oh, okay. I just turned 17.
steak today?
What's happening, my man? What's going on?
This game?
It's a tough one. It's a tough one.
I'm gonna make a nice announcement. Like, we'd like to thank the Serra High School team here.
Yeah. I know. What's that?
I'd like to thank them for taking up one of our doors we can no longer use. Yeah. I'm gonna say it, dude. It's like, what is it? They totally pulled an Eddie Izzard on us, dude. Do you have a flag?
Yes.
Do you have a flag?
Where are those? Deep fried pork.
Hey, Boyd. We should just go over there for like a game they're playing against like some other team, like a bunch of video equipment, and just start throwing it all over the place, like 16
Right
cameras,
Dozens of tripods.
They're like, Richie's not even playing out. We're the advanced scouts. We're the advanced team.
And not say shit to anybody. Just set it up right in front of you. Cold.
All our mics are off, right?
Not the Albert.
That's slow roasted pork. Like
So there's 1 and 2 and 4, right? So we're good. They were all off.
Try it.
What's this one? Is that
Made with
7, 8?
pork and chili and it's on whatever.
Yeah. But it's slow roasted.
Like probably this is probably crowd rice. Oh no, crowd rice is here, right?
The ambient noise.
Hey Boyd, which one is this one?
Nothing. That's 7 and 8.
Oh, okay, cool.
That's right there.
Awesome. We're talking all this stuff, and I'm making sure the board's
We're running our mouths. Running our mouths.
So you say you're trying to check those guys up?
Yeah. It's like, you guys have some cool equipment. They're like,
So what is it like to be, what is it like to drive a Tesla to the Atherton? I just really want to know. Think about
I like to
Trump?
see the protect.
That's a good one.
I'm gonna protect my
A lot of
world.
Trump votes here tonight.
I'm gonna protect my
You
world.
hear John? No. He's making fun of the Sarah guy. So
A lot of Trump
what are you
votes
going to vote
here.
for Trump?
I'm going to make my Tesla joke in the second half. I'm going to thank them for blocking one of our doors.
No, don't give him the
Don't
status.
make fun of Tesla. He's Serbian.
Tesla?
He was born in Croatia, but he's Serbian.
Don't mess with Serbians.
No, I'm talking about the Tesla as a car. It's a
Tesla is a scientist. Nikola Tesla.
We went to South City.
Oh,
That-
you mean
that-
actual Tesla.
What about
We're talking
Elon
about
The
Musk?
actual Tesla.
He graduated in
who
52.
invented electricity, but Edison got credit for it.
We're just going to cut to you, like when they score another touchdown, we'll just cut to you for our moment in science. This day in science, oh look, another touchdown. This day
Just
in
hand him the
science.
headphones. And just let him.
What's Elon Musk? Do you know what Elon Musk is?
Oh, Elon Musk.
The
That's
founder of Tesla? Tesla Motors?
He's also a scientist. SpaceX as well.
SpaceX, yeah. Very famous guy.
I'm going to call for the Luchis. I'm going to say, have 2 skates ready for us.
Hold our table. You don't have to do that.
You guys ever hear of the Tesla coil?
Of course. Absolutely. Yeah. I know. Forgotten by history.
I mean, seriously, you don't punt?
Nikola.
Oh, you're by 5 touchdowns.
I would have punted.
I thought it was stuff like that. It's just, come on, man.
Oh no, we got to try this new offense. Got to split back, middle and wide. 62 run pass.
Mr. Orlich, keep that clock running if you would.
Yes. Add like 4 more minutes.
Okay, what? I like the Padres uniforms better. I can see the numbers like immediately.
Yeah. I thought the grades were going to be a 1
on test lands. Rank the machine by hand.
Alright. Barbara Kim, make sure you're putting that we're on the third quarter. Reset the timeouts to 3 each. Reset the time to 12 minutes.
Yeah, I don't like these jerseys, man. Can we get some numbers I can see?
So the deal with these jerseys is that they effed up the order and open not a whole free batch of jerseys.
Oh, are these free?
I'm not sure.
So this is what you do. You go to Michael's, you get some like really bright, like some really bright fabric, and then have somebody just sew them on over the numbers.
Glitter on the numbers and
Deglopage.
Is this thing open or?
No, it's locked.
Oh, it's this guy. Sorry, you're gonna have to leave, sir. You're out of here. What's going on? All right. Down in front.
it's pretty good, dude. I mean,
I just want you to score. All right. Please.
it's still, I like that it's still all chicken. That's why I haven't fallen asleep.
It's hard to stay focused, man. I'm trying to stay focused and ready. Excited.
How long's your post game gonna last? You ever gonna have a chance to get something to eat?
I'm dumber.
Let's take a timeout. You didn't need to buy all those things.
No, I didn't. Wait, what?
You know, the hell that they give.
You know what then?
Oh, right.
Wait, that's the last thing you're supposed to do.
Right, that makes sense.
It's part of my stand-up routine.
I had Chick-fil-A breakfast.
How was that?
10:30.
Cut A, Anthony. I like A.
Chick-fil-A? Yeah. You know, their lemonade is great. Oh yeah, I know. Have you had their breakfast?
Did you taste their white right-wing hate
Nobody
trinity
ever-
lemonade, or?
Hey, those homophobes know their chicken. I'm not up that early to have their breakfast.
Oh God.
Homophobes know their chicken.
Ricky, I'm not up that early to have your breakfast.
I'll bring one by to you. I'll bring a chicken biscuit out your way.
All right,
What
guys.
do you
Hey,
want for yet? What do you need?
let's do this.
Stephen Curry's neighbor?
I'm gonna channel my major league, dude. I'm gonna channel just a bit outside. The South City Warriors here in a nail biter.
Nah, dude, don't fuck with these.
We're all good? Everybody ready? We're all good?
It's gonna be. I'm saying it. Ready?
All right, let's get that off there. Score button back on.
All right, everybody. Thanks for bearing with us there through halftime as the South City Warriors come back here, trying to get on the board as the Serra Padres are up 40-0 here as the second half is just about to get underway.
Well, the Padres put up 50 at home, and they're on pace to do even more than that tonight. But the Warriors are putting a fight out there. They've had some nice spurts of offense, which is encouraging. And that's the one thing, if I could go back to last year, that's the one thing they took away from that game. They were able to build a lot on a lot of the small victories that they attained in that game. They had a great fourth quarter on the defensive side of the ball. I think I mentioned it every game. I talk about how they were able to build on that and get better from that standpoint. You know, take the good with the bad and get better. That's all you can ask of these players. Get better.
Sounds good.
Let's get better.
Just leave you hanging there. No, absolutely. You know, there's something I noticed in the first half that I thought was great. You know, South City played hard. You know, definitely has a heart in there, but not a lot of what I consider, you know, dumb penalties. You know, for lack of a better term.
Yeah, right.
You know, not a lot of you know, fouls or things that you know you really wish you could have back. As the ball is kicked off here into the end, it takes in a 1 yard back. The reception from South City. Looking for some room on the left side. Not going to find much, and brought down by the Serra Padres. Just shy of the 20-yard line.
Camelo is still a tough guy to take down. Took 3 Padres to get to him.
So, yeah, not seeing a lot of personal fouls and not seeing a lot of just silly penalties, really.
No, they
that you don't want to see.
They played a clean game, and they had a couple bad penalties against them earlier. The Warriors have played a good game from that standpoint. We'll take the victories that we can get.
Well, we're in the business here of making young men and women. So, the fact they're playing hard and they're keeping their heads up, the way this game has gone, obviously, at just a huge opponent in Serra, I think they're really staying focused. All right, here's South City with the ball. Like that, about their 15-yard line. Pua back. And he is sacked for about a 5-yard loss in the backfield.
Pua brought down.
They were trying to get something going there with the passing game, but there just simply wasn't enough time there for Pua to find somebody.
Absolutely, that pocket is collapsing.
Is that Pua himself who's down? I hope
he's
all right.
6-yard line. Player down on the field.
Well, hopefully it's just a cramp and he gets that worked out. Yeah, it looks like he's cramping up there, Ricardo.
It looks like it. And they're going to warm up the quarterback here. Warm up a new quarterback, I think.
Yeah, his Pua's leg looks to be locked out. It looks like he's trying to get that cramp straightened out. It's got to be hard. It's gotten cold here. Temperatures have probably dropped into the high 50s. Slight wind from the north-northwest. And you're playing both sides. South City's roster, 26 players. Okay. Pua's playing both sides. He's the quarterback, and obviously he's also playing, as a defensive back. So.
Yeah. What better example was than the interception, tough run back, and immediately under center, not 5 seconds later.
Hey, buddy, no time to celebrate that.
Time to run the offense.
Right. Time to run the offense. So
it's nice to see him walk under his own power there, back to the sideline.
I think he needs to get some hydration, and just to kind of point out what I was saying. He's running the offense, he's running the defense, and then you go for 15 minutes and you talk it all out in the locker room. You have a tendency of locking up there. All right, South City on a 2nd and long, trying to get a first down. Handoff up the middle. And looking for some room. Looks like they might have got a little breathing room. They want to back up off that. Off the goal line.
And off to Mela.
Was that Juan Barrero there?
A couple yards on the play.
For Pua, taking Pua's spot there.
3rd down for the Warriors.
Once again, the Warriors, they are they're going to make do with what they have. So props to them for
the veritable Swiss Army knife.
Making adjustments. Warriors are going to go out there. They're going to make something happen.
All right, lining up again. 3rd and long. They've got a receiver in motion. Ball snap back to the left side.
He holds on to it.
Passes up and almost intercepted, but brought down at the 30-yard line by David Miller. I thought that was going to be intercepted, and it floated perfectly right over the Serra Padre defender for a beautiful first down for the South City Warriors.
Juan Barrero did well to shake some pressure there, to get loose and find a small window to make a nice throw. The Padres DB was there, and it kind of went through his hands, but the wide receiver there maintained great concentration to come down with it.
All right, South City on a bit of a roll here, trying to turn that momentum into a score. And it looks like we're going to have a false start here by the Warriors.
I saw some movement there.
And the Warriors already stepping on back.
There's no call there. I think maybe the referees weren't.
10 Warriors.
I think the referees weren't set.
Might have been a ref balk. Ref balk. All right.
That's a thing.
Warriors 1st and 10, just shy of their 35-yard line. Handoff up the middle, looking for room, and pushed back by the crushing Serra defense.
Warriors trying to to establish the run here. You don't want to just start going into the air desperately here.
Look at the big fella, number 66 for Serra. He reminds me of another 66. That's Antonio Maffi. Reminds me of a 66 back from your day.
I know number 66. He's a good friend of mine.
Of course, we're talking about a man who is a pillar of this community and of South City sports, Calvin Sadu.
Had a great time at his birthday barbecue. Had a really good time there.
Is it true that he barbecued 80 pounds of chicken quarters?
Yes.
Oh, Ryan,
that is accurate.
All right, South City 2 in the backfield. They got a receiver in motion. It's number 21, Alan Perez. And not going to have time to do anything with him as they are sacked in the backfield. Barrero sacked for about a 6-yard loss.
And, Juan is not the quarterback, so he's under a little bit of a learning curve himself. And he's going to do his best back there.
Loss of 11. Ball spot at the 23.
That is actually a loss of 11 yards.
3rd and long for the Warriors.
And this is going to be good practice for the Warriors offensive unit here. Pua can go down at any time, unfortunately. That's just kind of the nature of the beast.
All right, this is a big play for South City. It's 3rd and the length of Como Legatara. Oh, and they're not going to get anywhere. Another sack in the backfield.
Barrero's brought down.
And, to Barrero's credit, he's not just going to throw it up there. He's not just going to throw it for a pick. He's going to take his sack, take his lumps, and not just throw it away for the sake of getting a pass off. Looks like the punting unit is on here for the Warriors now.
Looks like that's going to be a punt indeed. Backed up deep. And a nice little spiral punt, which comes down to the 40, 45, and takes a nap
punt is down
at the 47-yard line.
Will take over 1st and 10.
Not a bad punt. A little bit of a line drive.
No, that was a good punt.
Wasn't an MVP Andy Lee punt, but it was up there. It was good. As the Padres are set here to take the ball back on offense in South City territory. Ball on the 47-yard line, looking to add to their 40-0 lead with 7:37 left here in the 3rd. Snap to DeMaio, looking right. Looking for a receiver and knew who, but he's there in the flat around the 35-yard line. Throws it away. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Looks like a little miscommunication there between the quarterback and the wide receivers.
2nd and 10.
Not many of those tonight. Padres have been stout. They've been stout in the air.
Yeah, one of the rare offensive miscues for the Padres. As here we have a 2nd and 10. Snap to DeMaio. Handoff. Looked like he wanted to take it back, but he couldn't. Up the middle, number 36, cutting for room, having a hard time being brought down by the South City defense. And that was number 36. Ryan Peralta with the carry for the Serra Padres.
The Warriors are going to continue to play the best defense that they can.
3rd down and 4.
And 3rd and 4 for the Padres. 4 receivers set. One in the backfield.
Well, looks like the Padres looking for the call there to the sideline.
Looking to the call. Didn't get it. Setting again. Here's the snap. DeMaio with the handoff to the left side. Nothing. Gang tackled by 3 Warriors.
Nice
Drag
pressure.
them back across into their own territory at the 47-yard line. But they're going to mark that thing probably about the South City 49.
We've seen a lot of great backfield pressure by the Warriors tonight. That has not been a problem for the Warriors getting into the backfield.
That play was a lifesaver. Speaking of lifesavers, next time you're at Walgreens, get yourself a pack of Winter Fresh Lifesavers. They are delicious. Winter Fresh Lifesavers when you're in a spot where your breath and your life needs to be saved.
You don't like the proper flavored Lifesavers?
These are Winter Fresh. They're delicious. I mean, they're.
You got something against the regular flavored ones?
I don't have anything against any of them. To be
Obviously, the clear flavored one is the worst. The pineapple or whatever.
The peppermint's not good. And here's I think the first punt for Serra. And the ball takes a Padre bounce is an understatement.
At the 9-yard line, the Warriors will take over.
Coffin corner.
That was
fantastic.
Certainly a coffin corner punt. That was the punter, number 22, Patrick Stack. He stacked it into the corner. Dropped it like it was
Ladies and gentlemen, once
caliente.
again, you are cordially invited to the South San Francisco High School Principals Blue and
So
White
let's see
Ball.
what the Warriors can do
Friday,
here.
November 6th.
I am
from 6 to
excited
midnight
to
at
see
the
this
South San
offense in a
Francisco
different kind of
Conference
facet.
Center.
Excited to watch them continue to ball. Warriors have no quit in them. That is a hallmark of this team.
1st and 10, Warriors.
All right, 1st and 10 from the Warriors. Back deep near their own end zone. Looking for some breathing room. Run up the middle. Ball looks like it's going to be spotted at the 11-yard line. 2nd down and long coming up.
Some personnel changes there for the Warriors.
And we're looking at a 2nd and 8, Ricardo.
Alan Perez joins the huddle.
8 of 2 on the play. 2nd down and 8.
Warriors got creative on the offensive side there in the second quarter. We'll see if they continue to reach in their bag of tricks.
All right, Pua back in, hands off, going looking for the corner on the right side, trying to find that edge. Just can't. I've said it before, but these Serra Padres, big fellas.
Yeah,
Mello with the ball.
And we don't have any size stats here, but number 64 is not a little guy.
He's huge.
Jacob Newbeck, I think
8 of 4 yards on the
He
play.
looks like somebody's dad
3rd
suited
down
up.
and 4 for the Warriors.
I think you'll see him at the O here by the end of the week. I think at the end of the game they're gonna have one of those hat ceremonies for half the players on Serra where they're gonna be like, oh, I think I'm gonna go to Nebraska. Here's the hat that I'm picking. All right, Colson Pua back. Nice pass around, roll out to the right into the flat, across the 30 and down at the 34-yard line.
Pass is complete.
Beautiful West Coast offense type pass. Am I wrong?
Well, obviously the offense is going to look much better with Pua under center. They rolled him out to his strong side. He found his guy, and there was plenty of room to run. The Warriors are not going to give up. They're going to try and score. They want to get on the board. It'll be huge for them to score some points here in this game.
That would most definitely be a huge moral victory for these guys. And you and I, of course, working closely with these South City Warriors, and the graciousness of Coach Sadu, Coach Oka, and I'm forgetting a lot of people. So these guys have put a lot of effort into
Coach Matucci.
Coach Pua, Coach Matucci. Thank you. They really put a lot of effort into getting prepped for this week's game.
Nice cut.
That's a nice little handoff to the left side and cut back, brought down in the middle. That was South City's very own number faded 8. Peter Lopez.
Those gray jerseys, man. Those gray jerseys. They don't make anything easy for you guys. I don't envy you and Boyd here tonight.
Life is full of gray area. It's a metaphor. No, it's the hard. Yeah, it's the hard numbers to definitely see. But I've said it. I know we talked a lot about how great this field was last year in the Metro J funds, but it's not lost on me. Beautiful field. Flea flicker back. Pua left side. He's got a receiver 3 on him. Oh, there was 3 DBs on Juan Barrero.
And he still
almost caught the ball.
Juan Barrero there.
Barrero, the intended receiver.
Juan's all over the field, man. He's on defense. He's on offense.
We had Latu.
You can't say enough about these players.
Scarpino
and 7 for the Warriors.
And Obadozi, I believe, all in on that play.
That's everybody.
I think those. Yeah, I mean there was somebody. There was three defenders there for Serra. So wow, he still almost caught that ball.
And there's the coaching staff going back to a play that was kind of muffed in the first half. They're going to try it again. They have their priorities, and they're going to do their thing.
All right, 3rd and 8 for these Warriors. Looking for a score. Pua drops back, kicks it. Backside, looking for room. Trying to find the corner on the left side.
The Padres are so quick.
Eric Camella.
There's not a lot happening in the middle, and it's hard to get something going on the outside. It's been a tough game for the Warriors there on the ground.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You look at these kids. This guy, number 64, Newbeck, is just a great example. He's huge. He's a huge kid. He's probably run like a 4.7 40. I mean, that's big. All right, Pua back. Going for it. 4th down. Right side. He's got a receiver. Oh, just dropped on the 40-yard line and lots of daylight down the way.
Tough ball there. Would have been a great play by South City's receiver.
Pass intended for number 9, Camella, incomplete.
Yeah, it was Camella streaking down the right side, and it was there, but unfortunately,
Well, you know, Camilo Miller's the
Ball's
running
placed
back,
at the
so he's not used to
37-yard
necessarily
line.
catching deep balls. He had a
1st and
step
10
on his guy. He had a
Padres.
couple steps on his guy, actually. Just couldn't bring it down. John, I'd like to wish you a hearty congratulations for your engagement this past weekend. 2 weeks ago now, 2 weekends ago. And I encourage everybody to go look up the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk's website and check out the links to which this guy will go for the lovely Kristen Hess.
As DeMaio rolls back and throws the ball incomplete to the left side. Thanks. I want to really thank everybody.
Second down.
That's really nice of you. I appreciate that. Obviously, people at home can probably tell. Carter Martell, great friend. Aaron Boyd. Everyone here that runs this program, fantastic. I apologize for missing 2 weeks ago. There was a young lady who needed me, and I had to be there for her. So thanks for the words of encouragement. I do appreciate it.
Sure, man. And she's way better than you, so, you know.
That's the point.
That's the
Bad snap, handoff, left side, number 36, cutting for room, gets about 7 yards and brought down by 2 Warriors. That was Ryan Peralta with a run.
Gang tackle by the Warriors, man. They are not, they're scrappy. And that portends well for the rest of the season, you know. As lopsided as the score is, you know, the season doesn't end tonight. In fact, it doesn't even really begin for another few weeks. So the Warriors are going to learn from this as they did last year from their game against Serra.
Serra spreading it wide, back to Peralta again, left side looking for rooms, got the first down and more.
Peralta with the ball.
I'd like to know
at the 16-yard line.
Brought down at the 16-yard line.
Enough for a Padre first down.
I'd like to know where Mr. Orlich was in week 1 because I had a heck of a time on the clock here. I have a newfound respect for what Mr. Orlich does on the clock.
He better have been getting engaged as well.
Somebody just handed me a note card here, and it says he was in Newport Beach with wife or girlfriend? Which one? Wife. We have cleared that up. He was there with
We want to apologize to his wife for getting that wrong.
The lovely.
He was there for his anniversary. All right, give the guy a break. All right, so we got all that love stuff out of the way. We're here for the rest of the way through on the NFHS Network. No place I'd rather be as a beautiful night descends on South City. And Sarah's ready to go. There's the snap, looking right side. No, and it's an incomplete pass.
Is incomplete.
Sarah's quarterback there had like a little pump fake maneuver. I think he was trying to disrupt the timing of the oncoming Warrior pass rusher, and he was luckily able to get it off before he got sacked. But it went to nobody in particular, so the Warriors going to try to put a red zone stand here.
All right, 1:41 left. Third quarter. Bad snap, another low one. DeMaio in the backfield, almost taken down, and then he finally is.
Quarterback keeper.
Bad snaps all night long for the Padres. I'm sure they'll look at that and want to rectify it.
Great play, great shoestring tackle there by Peter Lopez. The
Couple yard gain on the play.
The kid's got to be gassed, man. Look at Peter Lopez. He's playing both ways. He's running his brains out. Gets into the backfield and just basically collapses to the ground.
Absolutely.
Yes.
This is where it shows, right? The third, fourth quarter.
Gassed.
Well, legs aren't there.
The Serra Padres can afford to put a lot more personnel out there as they get a beautiful run on the right side.
Peralta with the ball.
And Peralta takes it down to roughly the 5-yard line as
brought
Serra,
down at the 5-yard line.
As Serra is threatening another
That'll
score.
First and goal
but this is
for
where
the
it starts
Padres.
to show. They've got I'd say at least a 54-man roster. So you've got defense, offense, special teams. A lot of these South City Warriors playing Iron Man football. Colson Pua making an interception, going back in the quarterback position. Peter Lopez running ramshot all over the field, running back into the on defense and trying to go for a sack. So a lot going on as we get some beautiful penetration.
Warriors are going to be strong up the middle. That's
Tavai Tuatazi.
We've called his name a ton tonight. And all of these players should be extremely proud of their
loss of a few
And here I am talking about the Serra players. Tuatazi's a big fella himself.
That's right. And I was going to say, do you remember back in 2000, they ran a story in the paper about South City's NFL-sized line. We had like 4 guys up in the front of the...
Second and goal from the 9.
on the O line who were NFL size. They were up over 300
Right.
pounds. They were amazing.
I remember that photograph. It's a beautiful low, wide-angle shot that they took. I think it was in the Journal or something. But yeah, there was
Yeah,
some.
I remember the picture too.
Yeah, it was a great
That's the end of the
shot.
third quarter.
That's awesome.
All right,
One
folks,
more
that's
quarter to
the
play here at Clifford Field.
end of the third
Serra
quarter as
Padres
the Serra
40,
Padres
Warriors 0.
continue their push against these Warriors, ready to score another touchdown. They are threatening.
Well,
as we flip it back to the other side.
At the end of the first quarter, they had dropped, 28 points? And at the end of the third quarter, that quarter by itself, they scored none. So that's a victory. That's something you build upon.
Because they're definitely trying, that's for sure.
That's right. They're not letting up. They're not letting up.
Nope.
And you shouldn't expect them to. They're going to come hard. Appropriate, John. Do you remember?
I do remember, and I never remember the cheerleading squad being this large when we were at school here. So I do remember.
It's the Glee effect, man.
I know. This is season 2 of us talking about the Glee effect.
The Glee effect in full effect. That's John clapping. You can hear it. It sounds great.
I'm not here for a long time, but I'm here for a good time.
All right, let's see South City put together a nice red zone.
All right, so here's the Serra Padres, 2nd and 9. Oh, beautiful defensive play there. Pass on the left side there, broken up by Juan Barrera.
Nice play there by Juan. They've been successful. The Padres have been successful with the slant, and he was ready for it. He was all over it. Got a hand in there. Great play.
Goal from the 9.
All right, 3rd and goal. I said 3rd and 9, 2nd and 9 earlier. There's no more yards after the goal line. So 3rd and 9 really just means 3rd and goal. Serra's trying to run attack up the middle, and they're stopped by the South City defense. What do you think, Rick? Kicking a field goal, get those reps
3-yard
in?
gain on the play, brought down
or
at the
are they going to
6-yard
try
line.
to punch it in for a touchdown?
Surely they'll bring in the field goal kicker here, right?
4th and goal from the 6.
Well, earlier with a 4-touchdown lead, I thought they were going to punt away, and I was mistaken. So
nope, they're going for it. Here they go. You were right.
well, yeah, here they're gonna go for it, 40-0, and 4th down. They're gonna go ahead and go for it, threatening once again.
Could be a hard snap or something like that. You never know. This is good practice for the Warriors, regardless. You know, the score really is inconsequential at this point.
Running up the middle, and they're going to be stopped by the Warriors. And that's got to feel good for these South City Warriors.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
The
Like I said,
Warriors will take over on downs.
third quarter scoreless, start of the
Ball will be
4th.
spotted at the
Nice goal
3-yard
line
line,
stand for
1st
the
and
Warriors.
10 Warriors.
And now really what you want to see is some offense. Let's see some offense. I know the Warriors are capable of putting some points up on the board. They had a nice drive there that kind of stalled out there in the second quarter. They've had some nice runs. Jesus injured on the play.
And we're going to take a moment to show a really beautiful shot here of South City's historic downtown City Hall on Grand Avenue, awash in blue light.
Beautiful.
For these Warriors and the valiant effort they're putting forth tonight, because it's not just a team, Ricardo, it's a community. Trademark.
Keeping it blue. I like it.
Keeping it blue. All right, as the Warriors have the ball deep in their own territory, cutting it back on the right side. Got an edge. Can he get it? To the 10, the 20. Great cut and run there by number 9, Eric Camella.
They haven't. Sorry, John, to step on you
there.
No,
go for it.
They haven't had too much success on the right side there, but in that second they did.
19 yards
And Camella is just going to wear on you
Eric
eventually. He's going to
Camella.
keep getting his yards
Ball
regardless
spot
of
at the 22-yard
Sarah's
line.
defense or if it's
1st down,
Cappuccino's defense.
Warriors.
It doesn't matter. He's going to get his.
That's a big Warrior first down. Camella was in the backfield before he turned that corner. He was in their own end zone, so that was definitely a nervous situation. Bad snap, puts it on the ground, and Pua is sacked in the backfield.
Well, he did well enough to hold on to it as, it was on the ground.
Player down on the field.
Yeah, I could see the athletic staff working on him again, Rick. It looks like his leg is cramping up again. I mean, these kids are putting their heart out there. I know that we live in a world of cliches and we say a lot of things, and he's on the ground with a huge leg cramp, just sucking down a bottle of water. So he's going to need probably an ice bath and a Gatorade IV at the end of this game, playing both sides and running all over the place.
It's a testament to their effort as he gets up on his feet here. And he'll get some applause here from South City's fans. He's going to get up off the field, and Serra's not wasting any time. They're running back on. They're ready to roll. And the Warriors are going to answer the bell, as they always have.
Serra's fresh. It's like the first Rocky. If you'll remember correctly, Rick, and Rocky, did Rocky win in the first match against Apollo Creed?
I don't think so.
Apollo Creed came out of the ring with resources, with the heat.
The Academy Award winning
Juan Barrero
Rocky
in at quarterback for the Warriors.
Sly won an Academy Award for that. Well deserved.
Rocky didn't have all the advantages, Ricardo, but he had heart.
You gotta have heart.
Some people are lucky enough to have both. Some of us are lucky to have one. As South City hands it off, looking for room, trying to cut back on the left side, and crushed by a really fresh Serra defense.
Still took three
Camelo with the ball
to bring Camelo down.
Camelo's not going to go down easy.
He's tough, man. He's tough.
Loss of 1 on the play. 3rd and 18.
Loss of 1, 3rd and 18. South City still back in their own territory. Snap to Barreo. He's looking for room, cutting it onto the left side. Passes it across the middle, and very dangerously could have been picked off with a little bit of an overthrow.
Well, Juan Barrero, he had somebody there, but he had to kind of make a jump throw to get out of the way of some incoming pressures. He's slow to get up, and he's been all over the field tonight. He's a DB, he's a backup quarterback. Great effort by everybody. I see Colson Pua here stretching on the sideline. Hopefully he can get back in this game. I know he wants to be there.
All right, here's the punt from South City. That's a beautiful one. That is a gorgeous punt, well past the 50. Takes a South City bounce down to the 41. Picked up by Serra. Back to across the right side and runs out of bounds.
Punt by Angel Navarez.
The 49-yard line. Great punt by Angel Navarez. Fantastic.
Ball be spotted at the 48-yard line of Serra. Padres will take over 1st and 10.
Wind's picked up here a little bit. Wonder if it'll affect Serra going into the air here.
The holiday tree is lit on famous San Bruno Mountain near Sign Hill.
John, the holiday tree is actually lit up in September for Childhood Cancer Awareness Month. There's a South City's own Juliana fought a hard battle. A little toddler, breaks my heart. She lost her battle with cancer. And her favorite thing in the universe was that tree. So her parents got together with the foundation and they asked that the tree be lit in September in honor of her and of all the kids fighting cancer. So it's a nice reminder to look up there and see hope and see light in the darkness.
That is a beautiful, beautiful story, and obviously our thoughts and prayers go out to her family as Serra has a 4-yard loss there in the backfield.
Well, they're strong, man. They're going to keep
fighting. 2nd down and 14 for the Padres.
They're going to keep fighting. That's all you can do. Fight.
All right, 2nd and long for the Padres. Toss on the right side into the flat. Looks like about 5-yard gain.
40, Jacob Fields.
Quarterback bring up a 3rd and 8.
Quarterback took a big hit there, getting the play off.
At the 50-yard line.
It's nice to see South City's player there, Camelo having words with the quarterback there and
3rd down
shaking
and
hands and saying, "Man, great effort." Great sportsmanship on both sides.
All right, 3rd and 9. Another bad snap. Lays it on the ground, and another sack by these Warriors. Brought down hard is DeMeo by number 55, Javier Doca.
Nice to see the Warriors getting into the backfield once more. Not deterred, not stopping, not caring about the score. Going out there and playing each individual play.
Padres will have 4th down and long.
Here comes the punt team for the Padres. How about that?
That's right. Padres 4th and long, and they're going to theoretically kick it away.
If they run a fake punt here, I'm buying you dinner. There's just no way that they, unless Pete Carroll's on the sideline or something.
Patrick Stack back for the kick.
What's your deal, man?
What is your deal, man? He goes to the right side looking for another one of those coffin corner type kicks, and he does it, man. He definitely practices that. He drops it down on the 30, and it takes a beautiful trickle down at the 24-yard line.
Warriors will have decent field position here, taking over. Once again, they're going to try to get some points on the board here. You know, that's the directive here. Let's score some points and see what happens. Get the offense going.
Maybe they're going to go ahead and go with one of my favorite plays, the Spider Monkey Banana.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
One of John Gruden's favorites. Going to peel off into the flat. How about the first week of the NFL season? How did you feel about that?
Well, a lot of surprises. You know, week one's always people rush to either plan a Super Bowl or release the entire team.
Right. Or
disown the entire team.
Or just lose the entire team to unforeseen circumstances like the Niners. Huge pass down the left side by the Warriors.
Just a foot too much there.
Just
for
off.
South City's receiver.
Just off the fingertips. Sorry to step on you there.
Incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Off the fingertips of David Miller. And
overthrew him by just a touch.
Just a hair. Great pass. That kid's got an arm.
It's hard to believe Colson still has strength left to overthrow a receiver.
Well, if he's got one leg, he's going to run on it. If he's got one arm, he's going to throw with it. So
that's right.
Whatever he's got left.
He's probably. I mean, you know, he's tired, but he's on bad legs. He's been cramping up here, so you know, hopefully they can escape this game.
All right, 2nd and 10. Right side looking for a corner, not going to find any. That was number 21, Alan Perez, looking for room and getting stopped rather quickly there by a punishing Serra defense.
Nice hit there by John, I believe, Dos Santos for the Padres.
Brought down at the 21-yard line.
The Padres are quick to the edges there.
Third down,
like you said, they have fresh legs. Period.
All right, 3rd and 13 for these South City Warriors. 2:48 left here. Clock is continuing to run here in the 4th quarter. Barreo in motion. Pua back. Right side tossing it up. It's going to be an overthrow intended for David Miller.
And David got a step on both Padres in the secondary there. So speed's not a problem for these Warriors.
4th and 13 for the Warriors.
Just hoping we can get the timing going here as the officials call a timeout there for another injured Warrior. And this just has to be fatigue setting in.
It's fatigue and cramps all up and down this Warrior lineup. And you got to give credit to the Serra Padres. They have kept their foot on the gas. They have not taken any timeouts, if I can recall. I think they took one in the first half. And I believe maybe have taken this one in the second half, and they've just had a pace of play that has been rather breakneck for this team, which this South City team, which is really an Iron Man football team, 26 players.
And meanwhile, you know, Padres haven't scored in the second half, right? I mean, they have no points up on the board here with 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter, and that's something that South City can hang their hat on.
Yeah, that's Tavaitu Atazi. Oh, and he's coming up rather gimpy, so hopefully...
Man, you hate to see that. These kids are going 100 miles an hour. They don't know that they need to pull back a little bit and save some, keep some in the tank.
I hope he's all right. He looks like it might be another cramp as well. He's not feeling too well, so we're of course, you know, hoping that he gets some hydration and starts feeling better, if that's indeed what it is.
We got 2 more minutes of football. Hopefully we can escape this game unscathed. Keep this roster together.
Come on by and see us after the game at Bertolucci's. Get a pepper steak, some pasta, or some of their trademark
polenta.
Oh. I was waiting for that play, and the punt was a bad snap, but what a great play
He did well. What a great
Wow.
bounce.
To get that ball back and get off that punt takes a great South City bounce down to the 30-yard line.
Down at the 30-yard line.
That was a fantastic special teams play.
Over 1st and 10.
John, before we run out of time here, I did want to mention one thing here. The Padres, Serra Padres, their celebration is the Padre Whisper. The Padre Whisper. That's what they do to celebrate touchdowns. I looked it up on Wikipedia. I just wanted you to know that. Before we were done here today, I needed you to
Tell
know.
me more. What is the Padre Whisper? Is it as quiet as all the Teslas they're driving? Because I haven't seen that many Teslas in the South City parking lot, well, ever in my entire life.
Silent and efficient. Is the
Silent
Padre.
and efficient. The P85 Tesla, you wish you could afford it. Contact your Tesla dealer today. Oh, sorry. There's a 12-month delay.
The Padres are in the kneel down, so I believe they're going to.
Padres are going to run out the
this
clock here, and that's going to do it for us tonight. It looks like 40-0. We're going to go through a few of the timeouts here. I may be burned by these Warriors.
You know, I think the Warriors are so banged up that I think they're just going to let this clock run, and that's probably the right thing to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
And once again, just great sportsmanship by everybody. You know, sometimes these lopsided games can get a little bit chippy. It's good that they didn't. And like I said, I saw Warriors and Padres shaking hands out there, so they all respect one another. And the Warriors will take a lot of positives out of this game. You know, another shutout here in the second half, something to hang your hat on. Unfortunately, they couldn't get any points up on the board, but you know, with so many of their players playing two ways, it's not a shock that they couldn't. They didn't have any legs in the second half.
A lot of character here by these South City Warriors. Just a phenomenal Serra team that just outplayed them in really almost every single aspect of the game. Here's some great sportsmanship as these two teams meet there at center field to give some pleasantries. And once again, a hard-fought battle by these Warriors, but Serra's just an all-around better team.
Yes, they are. They're just stacked, man. They're stacked all over the place. But, you know, we've said it all game, and it's true, man. What an effort. They're coming up lame from cramps and leaving it all out on the field. This is a game that they can be proud of. And, you know, it'll make them a better team in the long run, and it'll help them when they're on the road at Aragon, at all these schools, you know. It's something to be proud of. So,
well, the frenetic speed that these Serra Padres bring and the way that they play the game, you really have to commend it. It's really no shock that names like Lynn Swan and Barry Lamar Bonds and Tom Brady have come out of that school. It's a great school. It's a great pedigree, and it's you know, these Warriors, they tried their heart out. Blue collar kids from South City, putting it out there, 26 players doing the best they could against the stacked lineup, just like you said.
I'll say this as well. Warriors put up a great effort, but there's one thing Serra can't beat us on, and that's co-ed, John. Women are allowed to go to our school. I think that
that's
something
fair.
Should be said for allowing women to attend your school.
A win by omission, I will take it. All right, we're going to our sideline reporter, Kimberly Preciado. Kimberly.
Hey guys, I'm here with Coach Matucci. So Coach Matucci, that was a rough game, but you guys fought through it. What plans do you guys have for your upcoming regular season?
Well, that was why we were here tonight, is to prepare for that. Nobody in our league or that we're going to face the rest of this year is going to be like that. So it's going to be a lot easier challenge the rest of the year. Easy.
All right, well, good luck, and thank you so much. Now back to you guys in the booth.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kimberly, for that wonderful sideline report. And Coach Matucci made a very salient point. I mean, you know, you're not going to play a team of this caliber.
No.
In the CCS, you're not going to play an all-star team or a dream team, if you will.
This was a challenge.
Every week, right?
This was a challenge. They knew going in, and Oka wants these guys challenged. He wants them challenged, and I'm happy to have watched the Warriors play as hard as they did tonight. And again, man, that second half, you know. The second half final score is 0-0 if you want to look at it that way.
No, definitely a lot of positives here. I'm really concerned about Tavaitu Atazi. He went out there towards the end of the fourth quarter and has been receiving medical treatment ever since. So we definitely send some positive wishes and vibes down to him. Hopefully he's doing all right. And we're going to sign off here, folks. Thank you very much for listening to the NFHS Network. We got a bunch of very phenomenal young men and young women who help us out every single time here. They've done a phenomenal job, an award-winning team, really.
That's right.
Run by an award-winning man named Aaron Boyd. So
Mr.
tonight,
Boyd.
Mr. Boyd, our technical director was Anthony Aldana. Our sideline reporter, Kimberly Persiato. Our graphics, Barbara Crispin. Camera B, Martiza Prito.
Maritza. It's my mother-in-law's name, man. Come on.
You could do the rest of these. Go ahead, Ricardo.
Erica Mayorga. Ivan Huante. Ivan Huante. Michael Navarez.
And Michael Navarez. All right.
Football.
All right, folks, have yourselves a pleasant evening, and thank you for tuning in as the South City Warriors fall in a nail-biter, 40-0.